Welcome in to the Warzone Sports Network Nuts and Bolts show, brought to you by Mike on the Mic, Tony Tucker, and the entire Warzone Sports Network. We're going to be live for the entire Chargers versus Seattle Seahawks game. You're going to get my reactions. I'm going to pull the scoreboard up. We're also going to be determining the draft order for one of my fantasy leagues, so you guys are going to get to be a part of that. It's going to be a ton of fun, and we're going to get to it all right after we hit that intro.
San Diego Chargers are fortunate to have Lance Allworth.
On blue, ready?
Don Coryell.
Touchdown, San Diego! Woo!
And we made it. It's time for some Chargers football. The game's getting ready to kick off shortly here. I'm going to be with you guys for the next couple of hours. So let's make it fun. Let's fill up the chat. Let me know where you're coming from. If you're in San Diego, if you're in Los Angeles, it doesn't matter where you're coming from.
Go Chargers, go!
Across the board. Go Chargers, go the entire time. We're going to have the scoreboard up here. That's a little bit better. We're going to have the scoreboard pulled up here throughout the game, so I have something to look at. You guys have something to look at, and you can see the active score throughout the game. I'm going to be solo for most of this, but if anyone wants to hop in, it's a Chargers fan, you're trustworthy, ask, and I'll let you hop in, especially if I worked with you before. Bolt up, Warzone Sports Network here. Jordan, thank you for hanging around. I hope you're still here. Any betting tips for this game? I don't really have much. It's the preseason. I didn't place any prize picks in for this game or anything. If you guys want to join us with this prize picks movement, we're really going to be pushing it during the NFL season. Head to prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app. Use code WARZONE when depositing, and they're going to match you up to $100. So if you put in 40, they're going to match it. You're going to have 80 to play with. It's a deal that you cannot refuse. All you got to do is type in code WARZONE when you're depositing your first deposit. Dan Fouts is on the screen for me right now, so that means the Chargers getting ready. So I put down some notes here, fellow Chargers fans, if you're here. At the wide receiver position, I'm going to be watching out for Jalen Guyton, Josh Palmer, and Tyron Johnson. Fully expect those guys all to make the roster. So we're just looking to see a good outing from those guys, maybe a short outing. We'll see how much they play. The big thing is going to be in this game is going to be the Easton Stick versus Chase Daniel QB2 battle. I think we all kind of penciled in Chase Daniel has already had won that spot. But last week, Chase Daniel was awful. Easton Stick was playable. So, I mean, that's just not a good sign. But then again, when Chase Daniel came in, the offensive line was struggling. So let me know if you guys are Chargers fans, which one. Yeah, we have a few. I'm one of them. There you go. But let me know if you're a Chargers fan who you think is going to win this QB2 battle. I still think it's going to be Chase Daniel. I feel like they paid him, brought him in for a reason to be Herbert's little bit of a clipboard mentor for him throughout the rest of the season. But we shall see if Easton Stick can put something together again. Some of the wide receivers that may be on the chopping block, we got Mike Bandy. He showed off last week and first exposure to him, really. Jason Moore Jr., I like him. He wears number 11. You guys might see him making some plays in these preseason games. Joe Reed, haven't seen a damn thing from Joe Reed this preseason. I'm honestly a little bit worried about Joe Reed. KJ Hill, I think his spot is safe because he's a special teamer also, but we'll see about him. And then John Hurst, he's probably a cut candidate. I really like to see Jason Moore make the roster, but we will see. We are very deep at wide receiver, and that's not a bad problem to have. As far as offensive line, keep an eye on Storm Norton and Trey Pipkins. They've been pitiful in the preseason so far, especially last week at the end of the game when Chase Daniels is in there trying to make something, anything happen, really. So keep an eye on those guys. One of those guys could be a surprise cut. As far as the running backs, Josh Kelly, just want to see him keep the ball security in the positive, which has been so far this preseason. He hasn't been too explosive, though. Justin Jackson, I don't know if he's going to play or not. I think his spot is secured. Larry Roundtree and Bradwell, this is their last chance to try and impress the coaches and impress the management and earn themselves a roster spot. I think Larry Roundtree is making this roster. I mean, he's been good in the preseason. I can almost lock in that he's going to make it. We'll see about Bradwell. For tight end, I marked down Trey McKitty because where the hell is Trey McKitty? Trey McKitty only has like one catch all preseason. Come on, get Trey McKitty the ball. We want to see what he can do in space. As far as cornerbacks, keep an eye on Tavon. Campbell had a pick last week. He's making the roster. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I'd like to see him continue to ball as one of our depth cornerbacks. Asante Samuel Jr., if he gets another interception, I'm going to get hyped here on the screen for all of you. And, of course, our man Hall, who's been rocking that 37, he's been balling out. I'm hoping that he can make a roster spot based off his performances in preseason and in camp. Looking at the edge rusher position, watching out for Kyler Fackrell again. He had a big impact last week, was my favorite player last week. And get mad at me if you want. Egbule. He's a pass rusher. He's been on the team, been in and out of the practice squad the last couple of years, trying to make this roster. For defense tackle, I got Fiocco written down just because he's a name value. Haven't seen too much craziness from him, but number 68, so keep an eye on him. And Forrest Morrow, an outside shot to make the roster, or could just be a cut candidate. As far as the safeties go, I mean, DeLuca is the only guy I really think that's on the chopping block. I think Gilman, we've kicked off. I think, and Roundtree's returning. That's interesting. I think Gilman, obviously, Nasir Adderley and Mark Webb are all safe. I think they're going to need all those guys. They don't have that many safeties in the roster. I think DeLuca is the only one that could be on the chopping block. That's the players I'm looking out for. Matthew's in here. Bolt up, Matthew. Joe Morley Sports is here, unfortunately. What's up, Joe? And Randy Pepperton. Wow, the duo. Who's rooting for the Seahawks, of course, in the Chargers stream. And Rosemary Archilla. Hello, beautiful love of my life. I will be determining the draft order tonight, so just bear with me for that. You're not going to understand the names, but you get to see the wheel spin. And I got to get that link out to that group chat. So we're going to see a little bit of that action as well. We're going to have it all here tonight on the stream. Chargers got the ball first and had a penalty on special teams. Special teams has been an emphasis for me all preseason. I mean, I feel like we've struggled with special teams since I was a little kid. We cannot keep doing that. We just cannot keep doing that. We cannot keep struggling on the special teams department. It's a third of the game, and they got to do better. Nick Neiman's another guy to keep an eye out on as he's been balling in preseason as well. Last week, he had, I think, 11 tackles or something crazy. All I'm rooting for is the Chargers physically beat the shit out of the Seahawks. I mean, I think we can agree on that. We can agree on that 100%. Without any hesitation. Chargers got another flag already. Here we go. It's begun, right, guys? Chase Daniel's getting the start, which is interesting. Like I said, I think he's going to be your QB too. If I had to put money down on it. Let's refresh this page so this has got something going. It's going to play an ad, but we'll just get away from that. Here we go. Perfect. All right. Tyron Johnson with the catch. You guys see the little Tyron Johnson catch? Like to see it? Like to see it? Chase Daniel on the move. Oof. Almost took a hit there. Good job getting out of bounds. I'm going to turn a little bit of volume on the TV. I can't do it in complete silence. It's going to kill me. I also don't want to get copywritten. Let me know if there's too much noise in the chat. If not, then I'm just going to keep it like that. Kelly gets a couple there.
He's only made 5 starts in his career. It's incredible for him. The number of years that he's played in the NFL, it hasn't played much in the regular season. He's got all the characteristics you want from the backup. Yeah, the big thing is being able to this direction, get in and out of the huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, recognize what the defense is doing, and get into the right place. You see exactly.
Sorry, I'm just getting that link out so that way that my guys know that we're about to pull some fantasy draft orders. LeBron James carrying this Los Angeles squad. What just happened? What was that? Well, there's a lot. Flash Johnson, Flash Anderson, whatever the hell your name is. But dang, who was that? No, that's a fumble. Chase Daniel just got murdered while the offensive lineman just stared at him. What's up, Boda? Thank you. I appreciate that. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. But I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Oh, man, that's how you start the game right there. Seattle got blown out by Denver and got blown out. Why is the scoreboard not updating? Got blown out by Las Vegas. Sorry, Oakland. I ain't giving them no free ads. Oh, Chase Daniel might be banged up. We might see a lot of Easton Stick in this game. That's the right hand, too. All right, let's spin for 12 here. No, we'll wait. We'll wait a little bit. What's you guys' thoughts on that? Chargers O-line still not fixed? I mean, none of the starters are playing. None of the starters have played this preseason, so, I mean, we can't really tell until they get out there in week 1. But the backup O-line that's in right now was our O-line last year, and clearly they haven't fixed anything because they just let multiple Seahawks pass rushers get a free run at Chase Daniel. It was not good. Seattle is definitely winning this game. Chargers always underperform. This is a freaking preseason game, FLK. Are you just here to piss me off? Anyways. Yeah, whoever gives thumbs down, F you. You're right. That's true. If you guys haven't already, please drop a subscribe, drop a like. If you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. Help us out. If you're on YouTube, we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We reached that 1,000 subscriber mark way before the original goal. Help us get to that 2,000 subscriber mark as well by hitting subscribe and turn on notifications so you're alerted every time we go live. We got streams for all the games. It isn't just the Chargers. So you stick around. We got Raiders content coming, Titans content coming, Jets, Washington football team, everything in between. You don't want to miss it. Here we go. What's up, Isaac? Make sure you drop a sub, man. And when you subscribe to the channel, if you're a new subscriber, we give you a shout out here on the stream. So just let us know in the live chat that you're a new subscriber and we'll give you a shout out. We're killing it. Started off, Isaac. 0 to 7. I like how you put them in the right order. Hey, do you have that Herbert card? If you do, you should send it to me. I'm a Herbert fan. So Chase Daniel got blown up on the first play. Hand looks a little banged up. Let's get the offense back out there after we just gave up a pick 6, fumble 6, whatever you want to call that, what that was. Not stoked about it. He's hurt. He's trying to squeeze his hand. It's not closing. Good, Felke. Oh, Herbert's is? I can assume. Roundtree on the return again. Maybe they're starting to putting Roundtree in there as that return man.
But the problem is Kelly comes out here and blocks, and it's a free run right at your quarterback, right up the middle. Nobody picked him up.
He just got destroyed. Daniel just got to get down there. There ain't nothing to try and save at all.
Kelly is beaten up again. Alton Robinson is there on the stop. And this thing gets interesting in a hurry. So here is Easton Stick, who was slated to play in the second half, but he's summoned here on the second offensive drive as they continue to look at the right hand of Jay Daniels.
So Easton Stick's coming into the game. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Easton Stick is going to be in the game here, probably for the rest of the game, I'm assuming. There we go. Nice little 7-yard game for Roundtree. This scoreboard is not updating, which is good. That's how it's supposed to work. Here we go. It's 7-0. Seattle's got the lead. Congrats. Congrats. Let's see here. Do you have a mic on the mic card? Tony's the most skillful debater. Tony doesn't ever debate. Joe's the most dominant because he kills someone when he's right. Who won last week, Felke? You voted for me. You voted for me, Felke, last week on Friday Night Wars. Here we go, Chase. 3rd and 3. Josh Palmer dropped. Josh Palmer dropped. You don't want it. Need that mic on the mic autographed rookie YouTube card? I got you. I got you. Hit me up on the side after this. I'll send that to you. Send that to you as soon as possible. All right, let's pick for pick 12 here. I don't got anything to write. I guess I'm just going to have to mark it down on my notes.
Way back from the area where Long punted that football.
Oh boy, Giants Dodgers talk here in the Chargers last room. We got a flag. Hopefully it's for us. Let's see. What's the penalty for? Yeah, Pete Carroll out there. He's passionate. Love to see it. Joe is always biased. Every time he talks, he's biased. What do you mean? Slightly biased. This man's the most biased person on the channel. He thinks the Raiders are going to win 10 games. He thinks Derek Carr's a top 10 quarterback in the league. Wrong. X. My computer's making some crazy noises. Here we go. Getting the call from the ref. Hopefully this gives us a first down, but I'm not sure. It might be after the kick. Unnecessary roughness. JaVale McGee is an NBA player. Very rich. Played for the U.S. Olympic team, so I'll take that. Thanks, Felke. Oh, we're replaying 4th. All right, well, let's get this spin up here. If you guys are in here for the spin, here's the evidence that it happened fairly. The Chargers are going to have to re-punt, but we don't need to see that. Got to stop this one. Let's pull up the other one. Here it is. The Wheel of Fortune. Anyway, this is going to determine for our Dynasty League that we're starting up who's going to have the 12th overall pick. Last pick for this spin here. You guys that are Chargers fans aren't going to recognize any of these names. These are all my buddies. But this is kind of just evidence that it was done fairly. 12th pick. Here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! You do know Mike's name. Almost landed on Mike. Tony Tucker. You guys know him. He is going to have the 12th pick in this draft that we have coming up tomorrow at noon. There you go. Tony Tucker. If you're tuned into this, I'm sorry, man. You just joined the league today, and you get the 12th pick in the same day. So congratulations on that. I hope you come up with a good strategy for that last spot. Almost got me. Almost got me. Yeah, I wanted to see X's name for the 12th pick. That would have been perfect. We'll do the next one in about 10 minutes or so. Just keep it going. A commercial break here for the game. This is a good time to remind you guys to subscribe if you ain't subscribed already. If you are a new subscriber, drop in the chat. Let me know. We'll give you a shout out here. There ain't nothing wrong with being on Shaq to the Fool. Everyone trips over their own shoelaces every once in a while, Felke. Don't get upset. Don't get upset, Felke. Yeah, I did want to see him for 12th, but it's going to be Tony Tucker picking last. Warzone Sports Network Zone, one of the co-hosts of the shows, fellow Chargers fan. Maybe you can get Eckler there. You better hope I'm not in that same realm for picks. But we'll spin the next one in a little bit. What's up, Mac Daddy? Welcome to the stream. Tuned in here. If you want to smash the like button for me, help us out a ton in the algorithm. I appreciate that. We're watching the Chargers already down and have given the ball up. Geno Smith on the field. We're going to get to see some Geno Smith in this game a lot, I have a feeling. I think Geno Smith did have a stint on the Chargers practice squad. So, interesting. But here he is, Seattle. Yeah, I am a nerd, Christian. You didn't get the 12th pick. Congratulations. Asante Samuel's out there. And we got a flag to start. Hopefully it's offensive. False start. Neutral zone infraction on the defense. We have 3 penalties, and we're still in the first quarter, early in the first quarter. We have 3 penalties and a strip sack return for a touchdown. What a way to self-destruct here before our very eyes. This looks like the Chargers I recognize. I'm excited to see Dwayne Eskridge, though, on the Seahawks. He was our second-round pick this year. He's a rookie receiver. If this kid is as good as people think he's going to be with Ty Lockett and DK Metcalf, let Russ cook. That's all I'm going to say. Hand off to Rashad Penny, who stiff arms Nick Neiman. Christian, are you still in here? The baby Neiman boy just got stiff armed by San Diego State's finest, Rashad Penny. Felke. You guys should make a video called Phoenix Suns fans calls the series over after 2 games, instantly regrets it. We should do that. We should make a video like that. And Joe Morley would be the star of that video. Without a doubt. All right, so we got our defense out there. Geno Smith in the play action. He got some pep in his step. Terrible pass, though. Way over the head. Way over the head. Let's see who's the one that got the pressure. Oh, it's Asante on the blitz. There you go. Like to see him used in the blitz game there. He shouldn't play too much. This should be a drive and out, right? That's what I would think. Got the ball out there and another stop there. Alohi Gilman on the defense. We were talking about him before the game. I think his spot's good. It's Egbule who made the hit there on Geno Smith. All right, let's see. Punt return. Who's back there? It was Bandy, I think. It is Michael Bandy. Got another commercial break here. I'm trying to pull something up. 1 second.
What's at stake in the September 14th recall is a matter of life and death. With Delta surging,
Updating the scoreboard. Who else is in here? Oh, he was here for Nick Neiman's struggling. I don't remember retweeting your tweet, FLK, but if we did, we did. You're welcome. Let us know where you're watching from. If you guys are in any interesting places in the world. I'm in Los Angeles, California. It's hot as hell here, but we're going to power through it. Sacrifice overheating for the audio quality. This is too loud. There we go. Let's see if I can find that little animation. There we go. Thoughts on the game so far? Go
Chargers, go!
Was I muted that whole time? No one said anything? Watching with Grandma? It's not been pretty to watch so far. It's not been pretty to watch so far at all. I just want to make sure that thing was working still. Chargers getting the ball back here. We're going to be on offense. We'll see if Easton Stick or Chase Daniels out there. Playing in Seattle with the 12s. So much fun. So much fun. Chargers fans are there representing. See, we got Chargers fans in other places. Got the mullet going. I don't know if you guys are watching this. Steven Anderson. We want McKitty. We want McKitty. It's all right. Steven Anderson, a nice little catch there. Yeah, the preseason stats are pretty close. I mean, Daniel doesn't have the TD to hold up his QBR, but they're showing it. 164 yards for Daniel, 148 for Easton Stick, a touchdown for Stick, interception for Daniel. Roundtree got stuffed in the backfield there. You don't love to see that. You don't love to see that at all. If you guys are in the Instagram live stream, you got to come over to YouTube. I can't see the chat on the Instagram live stream. If you want to leave some chats. Oh yeah, we won't fall asleep with the sound bites. We got plenty of sound bites.
Go Chargers, go!
There's more too. We just gotta wait till certain things happen in the game that warrants me playing them. Hopefully on this drive, the Chargers can get the offense together. Not looking good. So, ooh, nice move by Roundtree. He's not going to get anything, though. Still only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Thoughts on the Chargers' secondary chances against the Chiefs' aerial attack? I mean, you can only do so much against those guys, regardless of who you have in the secondary. But I feel like the Chargers are built to do it. You got a pass rush that can disrupt Mahomes with Bosa, Nwosu, Rumph possibly is going to get involved there. But you got a pass rush that can threaten Mahomes without having to blitz too many guys. Maybe you're going to see a lot of Kenneth Murray going after the quarterback. I'm sure you're going to see Derwin James going after the quarterback. You got Derwin James, who can definitely guard Travis Kelce, and that's kind of what he was drafted for, was to guard Travis Kelce. It's just good to see. Ooh, nice little gain there, 15-yard gain for the Chargers here. So Travis Kelce is eliminated, and then with Tyreek Hill, you just got to play deep zones. You can't let him get open. Hopefully the pass rush can get there before Tyreek Hill can get 30 yards down the field. Good luck with it. We've been trying it for years. It's all about these pass rushers staying healthy. I feel like the secondary will hold up just fine if the pass rush is there. Tyron Johnson made that great catch. So I feel okay about it, and we've held them down in previous years with these guys, with the Derwin James, Joey Bosa combo, and weaker linebackers in coverage like Denzel Perryman. So now that we got a little bit better coverage linebackers, like Kenneth Murray isn't amazing, but we saw he's a little bit better than Perryman, a little bit more athletic than Perryman. So I'm pretty pumped for it. I'm excited to see what Kyler Fackrell can do. He's a little baby Bosa we got coming off the edge, picked up this offseason. How good do you think Jimmy Butler would be as good as Antone Brown? I don't know what you're talking about, Felke. Felke, go and reconfigure that message or something that makes sense, please. Jesus. I love you, Felke, but sometimes, man, they just don't land. Whatever you're trying to do there with Jimmy Butler and Antone Brown. Once Kelsey starts to fall off in 2 to 3 years, KC becomes a one-trick pony on offense, in my opinion. Yeah, that's as long as they don't find another superstar tight end, which, knowing my luck, they just will. I can feel it. There's already talks about whoever Kelsey's backup is actually really good. It might be the heir to Kelsey's spot. I think that they're going to ride Kelsey till the wheels fall off. Travis Kelce has the potential to go down as the best tight end to ever play football, which is crazy to think. But with how consistent he's been and how healthy he's been and the numbers he's putting up, if he can continue this for 2 to 3 more years and then have some twilight years, he's going to be a beast. Baby Bosa, as in not as good as Bosa, similar style pass rusher, if that feels better. That makes it sound a little better. Andrew Orlena, LOL. Yeah, I know that's probably what's going to happen. But I hope that they start to lose all their weapons. I think we're more likely to see Tyreek Hill leave for a big money contract, especially if they win more championships while he's there. By the time this contract comes up, he's going to want that max deal cash in. He's already got rings. Now he's going to want to get the money. I thought Russell Wilson was going to get a couple series. I didn't read anything about that, but I think it's enough time to really read up on the Seahawks too much. So maybe he was planned. He has not been out there. It's been Geno Smith. Daniels looks so, but yeah, Daniels is not looking good. Last week, I was very upset at the end of the game just because he showed a lack of heart there at the end. He kind of just laid down. If we were just going to lay down, we should have just not played defense. Oh my gosh, what was that? I just saw him trying to throw it of a sack and just lop that thing up in the air. That's not smart football at all. All right, we got to mute this. I don't know how. Mute. There we go. Let's mute it for 24 hours. But anyways, yeah, Chase Daniels looked awful. We're punting again. A lot of Seahawks starters haven't even played in the preseason. What's up with that? None of the Chargers starters have played this preseason. I mean, a couple guys have. A couple depth. Oh, my gosh, man. I hate special teams errors. Just had a chance to drop one on the 1 yard line, and because neither DB went for the ball, they just watched it bounce. It just bounces into the end zone. That was an easy one. Damn, man. A lot of Seahawks starters haven't even played. Yeah, the Chargers haven't played any of their starters either. We've seen a couple guys play. We've seen Asante Samuel play a little bit heavy this preseason, especially. I say that he's probably the most. But we haven't seen Eckler. We haven't seen Keenan Allen. We haven't seen Mike Williams. We haven't seen Justin Herbert. We haven't seen any of the guys on defense, Joey Bosa, Derwin James, any of those guys. So the Chargers rested their guys as well, Chris. All about stick. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And touchdowns and tight ends. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you in the chat, guys. But Daniels was the guy that was paid to come in here and be the QB2 of this team. Easton Stick was the QB3 last year. I think they were trying to do the same thing that they were going to do with Tyrod Taylor and Justin Herbert last year with Daniels this year, and have Daniels come in and be Herbert's mentor, clipboard holder, help him read defenses, if anything, mid-game. So it's terrible to see him playing so bad because, one, we're going to pay him. And he's going to be on the roster, even if he's a third-string quarterback. And two, we need him to be able to mentor Herbert. This is not a good example that he's setting here in preseason football. Last week was pitiful. Last week was awful, and the offensive line was doing him zero favors there at the end of that game. But he can't do this. And I'm starting to lean Stick. And my co-host, Tony Tucker, who can't make it tonight, he is a huge Chase Daniels guy. He thinks Chase Daniels is already stamped in as the QB2. I'm starting to lean the other way if he continues to play like this, especially in this game. This will be back-to-back games. We're now going on 3 straight quarters of terrible Chase Daniel quarterback play. Not bad, terrible play. Like, can't even put a play together. Can't even call a play and execute it, even the simplest one. So I'm a little scared. Easton Stick, obviously, he didn't look crazy good. I think it was a little bit overhyped. Chargers fans freaked out a little bit too much. He just looked playable, which is better than what Chase Daniels looked so far in this game, and especially at the end of last game. If you guys are new to the channel, follow these steps. If you do subscribe and you're a new subscriber, we're going to give you a shout out. Just let me know in the Nuts and bolts can be going all season. We're going to be watching as many Chargers games as we can. The primetime games are all going to be covered 100%. If we don't have another game bigger being streamed on the channel, it will be the Chargers and the Nuts and Bolts show. Myself, Tony Tucker. Here's Eskridge with the ball. I was telling you guys I was excited to see what he did. He was the player that I circled on the Seahawks. Joe Everett's out there. That's interesting to see. You guys remember Rashad Penny? Who's a true San Diego fan, native, who remembers Rashad Penny down there in San Diego State? He's looking good here in this game. Look at Herbie, making LaDainian Thompson look small. Herbie's kind of jacked. What do you guys think? He's put on some muscle. Have you talked about the stashed affiliate yet? No, I haven't gotten a chance to talk about it. I feel like that's a good emergency plan if Hurts doesn't work out this season. And if they go into full tank mode, put Minshew Mania in there. I don't think he's going to do anything with them. There's a reason he got benched. There's a reason they drafted a replacement. And they traded him for a 7th-round pick or a 6th-round pick. I wanted Minshew Mania to go to Denver and just ruin their team. That's what I was rooting for this offseason, but it didn't happen. Good thing A-Rod didn't go there. That would have made it worse. I'll take Teddy Bridgewater as a starter over Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what happened there. Plays whistle dead. Jags are idiots. What are you thinking? And let me know how to say your name, because I'm not sure how to say it here, but what are you thinking? You think they should have held on to Minshew instead of Trevor Lawrence? Any elaboration on that one? I think their team is already ruined. The Eagles, oh yeah, they're screwed. But I think that having him as a backup plan, it would be fun if he came in late in the season. You know, they're 1-12 or 2-10, and in comes Minshew Mania to finish the year. A-Rod will be in Denver next year. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm hoping something changes. I'm hoping Teddy Bridgewater balls out and earns his spot as the Denver Broncos' future. Don't say it. Yeah, Lawrence overrated. I don't think I'm ready to say that yet. I want to see what he does this year. I will say in the preseason, he hasn't looked like that sure thing number 1 overall pick that everyone was talking about. But he still seems like he's the most NFL ready. I think that Urban Meyer, I'm a little bit more worried about Urban Meyer as a coach than I am Lawrence at the quarterback spot. Yeah, I hope Rodgers won't be there in Denver. That would be awful. Baltimate. All right, I got it. Thank you. Look at Geno Smith getting a little bit of chefy with it. Trying to do that Russell Wilson stuff. Overthrows Penny there. We're going to get a 2nd and 10. Chargers need to do something good here. Come on. Let's get a pick. Let's get a sack. Minshew was screwed out of his job. If the Jags don't get the number 1 overall pick, they don't trade Minshew, in my opinion. They trade back so someone could get Wilson, Lance, Fields, and they build a dynasty with Minshew and Rob. I don't know about a dynasty. Minshew still isn't the best. But I definitely think Minshew was yanked a little prematurely. Didn't they benched him last year, and he dealt with some injury issues. I mean, I don't feel like you should have benched Minshew, man. He's got some kind of stigma to him. He's got some kind of mojo in there. I'll tell you that much at least. What's up, Alex? How's it going? Make sure you smash that like button. Helps out a ton of the algorithm. Baltimate's back here O-line going to get Lawrence killed? Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about it, and it's looked bad in the preseason already. So we'll see. The Jaguars are still a bad team. They're still a bad roster. So, I mean, just because they brought in Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer doesn't fix all the other roster problems that they had. The defense is still going to be bottom half of the league. The offensive line is still going to be bottom of the league. And the weapons aren't crazy good. We'll see if DJ Chark does finally break out. We'll see if Marvin Jones can be the security blanket that they want him to be. Did they just call PI on that? That was good defense by Tavon Campbell. Who else is watching this? Let me see. I'm getting the replay now for the first time. That's defense. What are you talking about? Tavon Campbell's been all over the ball. He could have had 2 picks last week, remember. He had the one, and he had his hands on another one he dropped. Good to see Joe isn't around to get all upset over his Yeah, we don't want Joe around. We don't need no Raiders fans in our Charger stream. Oh. Chris Rump smacked Geno Smith in the top of the head. That's what the penalty was for. Who's this? Just scampering right through there. It's good to see Chris Rump's healthy. He was wearing a walking boot for a couple weeks there. Is that Collins? Yeah, it is. Seahawks third running back. Helmet came off there on that play. Yeah, it wasn't PI. I think there was a little bit of lag between the chat and the stream. Might be. Seahawks driving here. They didn't score more than 2 touchdowns in any of the games so far this preseason. Had to be against us. Let's see here. 2nd and 2. Handoff. Nowhere to go. Ooh, Collins getting a little shifty on our defense. Nick Neiman with the tackle. We got another flag. Hopefully that's holding. That cut back. Sometimes when the running back bounces around too much around the linemen don't know which way to block and someone holds. Yeah, it's bang, bang. Chris Rump's just trying to get his hands in there to swat the pass or hit the arm as it's going back, and he just hits him on the top of the head. I mean, it's an incidental thing, but it's a penalty. You can't be touching the quarterback like that. Yep, it's going to be a block in the back that helps us out. On a receiver, too. Receiver cost them the game. Or cost them the penalty. Let's see it, Gino. We're going to do another spin after this. So if you guys are in that league and you're still tuned in, stay tuned. Just after this possession. Make the tackle. Who was that? Just got juked out of his shoes. Facing? Come on, Facing. You're better than that, man. You're supposed to be one of our depth guys. You got to at least slow down the running back. I don't expect you to make those open field tackles like crazy as a cornerback in this league, but you got to slow him down more than you did and let your teammates come out to help you. At least grab an ankle. That's what I used to do. There was one where we were playing this monster running back, and he ran that same out route. I think it was my first year playing overseas. My first season, within my first couple of games. This guy was a monster. Japanese kid. He was just beefed up, yoked up. Gets the ball in the flats. I'm out there by myself. And I just wrapped around his ankles. He took me for a nice little ride with his own Saquads. But I slowed him down. He only got a 5-yard gain out of it instead of 15 like we just saw in this game. My teammates came and rallied while I got dragged up the sideline. Hopefully there isn't tape out there. If there is, don't go looking for it. I don't want Joe Morley to get his hands on that tape. They'll be showing on Friday Night Wars me getting dragged down the sideline by some yoked up Japanese kid. And back then, now I'm a little heavier. I put on some pounds, but back then I was like 5'9", 175 pounds. So I wasn't a little tiny DB. That kid was big. He was huge. Touchdown Seahawks. Hopefully the Chargers can get Easton Stick out here and he brings a spark because I'm tired of our offense right now. It's really frustrating. We need someone a little bit more mobility right now with the offensive line playing so bad. Chase Daniel has looked awful. He's looked not playable so far in this game and in the last half of last game. That's 2 or 3 straight quarters, almost a complete game of just bad play. Neiman again. It's funny because Christian, who was in the chat before, is roommates with Nick Neiman and one of Nick Neiman and Ben Neiman's friends from high school. He's roommates with them. So like I have like a little friend to friend to friend connection to Nick Neiman. Just got blown up there. Cost us touchdown. And we're down 14-zip. This could be a long game. But I'm here. We're about to spin again. So let's get the spin up here. Figure out who's going to have the 11th pick in my Dynasty League. First, let's play this. Try to do this real quick, guys, if you can, especially smashing that like button helps out a super amount in the algorithm. I really appreciate it. Collins is on fire, touchdown and tight ends. I saw that. So here we go. We got the wheel here. I'm going to give it like a couple of minutes. Wait till the commercial break or something. We'll do the kickoff. It is preseason, but I still want to win. I still have competitiveness even in the preseason. Collins is on fire. Let's make sure Tony's off this thing. He is. Okay. Collins is shifty. That's a good dude to have as one of your depth running backs. Let's see a Roundtree. House one right here. We're about to spin this wheel. If you guys are tuning in from the fantasy chat here on the Chargers live stream, we're kind of joining forces here. I didn't want to make a separate video, so I figured I'd just do it during the live stream, let you guys come in. So we're about to spin it right now after kickoff. There you go. Going to commercial. Are we going to commercial? Chase Young's coming back, and we're not going to commercial. Let's spin this thing. 11th overall pick here. 11th overall pick. Whoever it lands on. Not Mike. Not Mike. Not Mike. Not Mike. I'm Mike. Not Mike. Isaiah Scott. He's getting married this weekend. Well, not this weekend. A week from tomorrow. So congratulate him in the chat if he's here. I don't even know. But Isaiah's going to be picking 11th overall in this draft. Let's get this off of here. Get the Charger game pulled back up. I know you guys don't care about my live stream. It's good to see Isaiah back there. Isaiah's a really, really good fantasy player. Don't tell him I said that. So I'm actually kind of stoked that he's going to have a late first-round pick. He'll probably make some trades. Look, even Andrews played with Isaiah before, knows. He knows that's a guy you want to stay away from those like top 5 running backs. Keep him away from those guys. Make him work harder. Now we're going to go to commercial break. Now that my wheel spins over, let's just spin it again for the 10th pick. So far, the Chargers have been awful. Maybe they need a little bit of motivation from the man himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Go Chargers, go.
Think that'll motivate him? We really need to get some more sound bites than just that one single sound bite. Who Chargers fans are in here? What sound bites can I pull just to use? Number 10, should I just pull it? Should I just do it? All right, we're going to fire off. We're going to double it up. I see in the chat here, Christian also put a thumbs up to Isaiah getting the 11th pick. Everyone's going to be excited for that in the league if they play with him before. I think he was in the championship last year. He might have won the championship last year. Let me make sure his name is off of here. It is. All right. This is for the 10th pick. What's up, E on the mic? We're going to be spinning for the 10th pick in my Dynasty draft here. Let's see. We got a commercial break in the Charger game anyway. So for the 10th pick, I'll give it a second longer. Make sure everyone's in here. Make sure everyone's in here for it. Tony Tucker had pick number 12. Isaiah Scott, one of my best friends. I'm traveling to Canada this weekend to go and see his wedding. He's picking at number 11. I'm going to Vancouver. Has anyone been to Vancouver? Give me some advice on where to go. I've only been to Vancouver once in my life, and it was in passing. I was traveling, so I didn't really get to move around too much. I went to a Vancouver Starbucks. I remember that much. So if you guys got stuff to do, me and my wife will be there for like 4 days, Vancouver. Let me know in the chat. Here we go. 10th overall pick in the Dynasty Draft. Not Mike. It's going to Mike. Damn it. I mean, I'm okay with 10. I like picking in like that 7 to 8, so I have a really good choice there. Damn. I'm only mad because of how close it was. I was right there. Look at how close that was. All right, we'll take the spinner off. So close. So close. Almost had X there. Yeah, it's a little painful, but we're okay with it. We're okay with it. Let's get the scoreboard back up. You win some, you lose some. I was talking like crap about Isaiah and Tony Tucker and how I need to keep them at the back, and I jinxed myself, I think, a little bit there. Here's the updated score here. Chase Daniel on the field. Steps back, throws, hits the out route to Bandy. What do you guys think of this Bandy kid? Give me some Woodhead vibes. Ian the Mike, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. Please smash that like button. Helps us out a ton in the algorithm. E. Thank you. Yeah, it is a little tough. Andrew. That's on me, Mike. I was blowing on the screen to make sure it didn't land on me. Oh, was it close to you also? You see, it was between me and Xavier, and it was literally like an inch. It went into mine, and I saw it spinning too. It was like in the Wheel of Fortune when they're about to win the grand prize. It's about to hit that perfect dollar, and then it just clicks one tick up, and it ruins their lives. Look at Roundtree. Roundtree's been impressive this preseason, guys. I've been excited for Roundtree. We'll see how much action he gets in the actual season. He just scampered for a nice little 20-yard run here. Maybe we'll get to see the Chargers score. I almost want to see the Chargers kick field goals more than I want to see them score touchdowns, because that's another thing that we got to watch closely. Is this kicker battle is still going on between Vizcaino and Michael Badgley. I already did. About to have the Dolphins versus Bengals live party tomorrow. Oh, I'll be tuned in. That'll be fun. A little bit of Sunday afternoon football. Bradwell's been good too. It's good to see these guys in here. I'm a little worried for Josh Kelly. You guys worried for Josh Kelly at all? Let's see if we see Josh Kelly come in the third quarter. That's when you know to be worried. If he comes in after Bandy, after Roundtree, and after Bradwell. I'm not even sure if is Bandy listed as a receiver or running back. I feel like he does both. Give me those Danny Woodhead vibes, like I said. Here we go, Chase. Chase Daniel. We'll call an audible here. 2nd and 8. Hits his man. It's Donald Parham. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was thinking that Kelly might be on the bubble. Last year, obviously, had the fumbling issues, but he showed that he can be serviceable when he calls numbers. It's just he was a little bit inconsistent, really inconsistent, actually. So we'll see. But seeing all these other running backs getting this action and him getting no action means either Kelly's locked in the roster or Kelly's in a lot of trouble if he's not seeing the field right now. And they want to see more of Bradwell and Roundtree versus seeing more of Kelly. That means they've probably already made a decision on him, which is not good for him. There you go. Pick up the first down, 3rd and 3. It's good to see Tyron Johnson making some catches here in this one. He's going to be involved in the offense again this year. We know Tyron and Justin Herbert has quite a connection in camp so far. Phil K said that Max Kellerman said the Chargers are the biggest sleeper in the AFC. I don't think that's too off. I mean, we're talking sleeper teams, right? Chargers, Dolphins, Patriots. Could also be a sleeper team. Leave some stuff in the chat, guys. I'm probably missing teams. I wouldn't call the Ravens, Browns sleeper teams. The Steelers went 12-4. I wouldn't call them a sleeper team. Maybe the Broncos, if Teddy Bridgewater's back to form like he was in New Orleans when he had to come in for Breeze, or when he was edge of his career in Minnesota. Prayers up for the people in New Orleans that are about to get hit by that hurricane. Yeah, I'm very prayers up to those that are going to be affected by that. That's going to be a mess. Dolphin sleeper? Nah. I mean, potential sleeper teams. Not that I'm saying they are a sleeper team. I'm not high on the Dolphins. And the fact that they're still talking about trading this late in the offseason for Deshaun Watson lets me know the Dolphins aren't too confident in themselves either. But I'm just talking like potential sleeper teams that we could say. Chase Daniel just takes a bad sack that's going to take us out of field goal range. Or out of our field goal range. Our field goal range is a lot different. I wouldn't call the Steelers a sleeper team. They were 12-4 last year. They were undefeated for most of the season. That team should just be good. What do you think about the rumors of Watson and Miami connection once again? It says a lot. It says a lot about the Dolphins' confidence in Tua. And I know you're a Dolphins fan, Ian on the mic. And I know Piggy Bank Picks is a Dolphins fan. We talked about this all offseason. I do not feel like the Dolphins have maximum belief in Tua like they need to. There was a jump ball there. No flags, nothing for Josh Palmer. But yeah, I think that says a lot about what they think about Tua Tagovailoa, that they're still looking at quarterbacks this late in the offseason. It's too late to be making a quarterback switch. It's too late. We're about to start the season in 2 weeks, a week and a half. It's way too late to be doing this. Let's see if our kicker can make it. Who's coming out here as the first kicker in this third preseason game? Vizcaino. Rooting for your kid. He was 3 for 3 last year with San Francisco. Browns, Chargers, we'll see. I think we play each other. We should go to that game. We've talked about it already. All right, come on. Vizcaino. Oh. This
is my nightmare.
We're not going to play the rest of it because he didn't make it. It is my nightmare. When these guys line up and miss kicks over and over and over again, the Chargers miss the field goal. Let's do another spin. Another spin in here. So painful. Yeah, Joe, kicking game is fixed. That's something they really did. We have lost multiple games each season for the past 3 years because of the kicking game. What is it going to take for the Chargers to go out and get an established kicker? I don't care if you got to trade for one. I don't care if you got to spend big money on one. I do not care. We cannot keep losing games because of the kicker. We have $20 million in cap to spend as we speak, and we have 2 kickers that can't make a field goal in the preseason. Can't make a field goal in a scrimmage game in SoFi Stadium against only Chargers fans in the stadium. Can't make field goals at training camp. Going and seeing our guys miss 4 in a row. This is pathetic. How can we not see this as the professionals out there, the GM? Go get a kicker. Go get a kicker. Tired of it. Navy T, that'd be great. Oh, yeah, the Christmas miracles. Shotgun passes are over. It's okay. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. Let's do the wheel. Get the 9th overall pick on the screen. Who's it going to be? If you guys are from the Fantasy League and you're in the chat, sound off who you think it's going to be. Let me make sure that who has already got me, Tony Tucker, and Isaiah. We're all off of this. We are. Give it one more second. We're going to spin this. Yeah, David's in the Instagram chat. He said we need a kicker. David, please come to the YouTube channel, Warzone Sports Network, and come to this live stream. There's a live chat that we're interacting with. But yeah, the kicker problems. Yeah, let's see Christian. Let's see the Browns fan pick at number 9 overall. Whoever it lands on is going to be 9 overall. B-Rad, and it's Andrew, who is in the chat. That's what you get, man. That's what you get. It's all right, we can be buddies. I draft before you on the turn. You draft before me in the first 9. Who you taking, Andrew? Who's your targets? Let me know so I know how to plan. Just put it in the chat who you're thinking you're going to take at number 9 overall. Devontae Adams? Good. Aaron Jones? Both very good picks. Could be either of them. Yeah, that didn't work out. Anyways, we'll draw for number 8 on the next commercial. Well, the first quarter just ended, so we could just do it right now. We'll do it after this. Man, just can't make a field goal to save our lives. You saw Ty Long just giving the looks so familiar. Looks so familiar. We're 9 minutes into the second quarter. This thing is not updating. Anyways, Andrew, congratulations, number 9. This is going to be a dynasty league, so it's going to be interesting. This draft is really important. Let's see what we got here in the chat. Number 8. Yeah, we're going to do number 8 on the next commercial break. LeBron James or Aaron Donald in impact. How can you compare these? LeBron James. LeBron James is the greatest basketball player to ever walk this planet. So Aaron Donald's the greatest defensive tackle to ever walk this planet. I mean, the jury's probably still out on that one. So we'll go with LeBron. Andrew Orlando getting Eckler with 9 and Herbert on the turn. No, I'll be getting Herbert with 10. So you don't got to worry about that. It's a dynasty league. I can draft quarterbacks whenever the hell I want. NFL websites update fast. Well, this one's not. Oh, you want me to go to NFL.com instead? Hopefully we don't get in trouble while I'm trying to do this. Oh, no. We don't want that. Scores. There we go. Let's look at some of the other scores here. Bucks and the Texans are playing right now. Oh, look, the game. Going to get in trouble for that. Bucks and Texans are playing right now. Bucks are up 23-16. What a close one. Broncos beat the Rams straight up. Oh, no, they're still playing right now. We got to close this. I can't show that kind of stuff, guys. Our stream will get taken down. Chargers Seahawks. We don't need to see that score. That's all of them that are playing right now. Broncos are beating the Rams. Oh, yeah, this is much better. There we go. What do you guys think? We'll scroll this down a little. Bam. Thanks, Phil K, for that recommendation. I'll be drafting Justin Herbert with that 10th overall pick, Andrew. So just plan accordingly for that turn. Let's see. Maybe I'll go Aaron Jones at 10. Give me some Stephon Diggs at 2.02 or 2.03 is where I would be, huh? Any fantasy players in the chat? Just go ahead and drop. Perfect strategy from pick 10 out of 12 in a draft. Dynasty draft, by the way. Man, I can't wait for this week 1 matchup against Washington football team. Going to take care of business. Pipkins on the bench. Quessenberry. Missed those guys being our starters. It's crazy how the entire Chargers secondary line was our starting line last year. That's how much of an outhaul the Chargers did with their O-line. They brought in a replacement for everybody. They said no one's safe. Brian Bulaga is going to be still the starter, but he didn't play last year. He was hurt the whole time. So it's basically a whole new line, which I'm excited for. Hopefully we can get some protection, but we haven't seen them in action at all. Rashawn Slater played a little bit, but the rest of them haven't. Collins, 3rd and inches, they get it. Collins got stuffed initially, but bounced it outside. He's having a really good game. He's killing us, actually. A little bit worrisome. Our run defense has been weak. Hopefully this isn't going to be the same with the starters in there. Allen better do good week 1. Oh, that's tough. You got him on a fantasy team, E, I'm assuming. It's a tough matchup versus Washington. They got Willie Jackson this offseason to add with Kendall Fuller. That's one of the best cornerback duos in the league right now. They're one of the best overall defenses in the league right now. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. I think it's going to be like a 24-21 or 21-17 kind of game. Casual NBA fan putting LeBron over Michael, even though Michael is better at everything than LeBron besides passing. Michael Jordan's better than LeBron James at rim protection, Phil K. You said everything. You said it. We'll just say that. We'll say you said it. Michael Jordan's a better rim protector than LeBron James and better facilitator, higher IQ, all that stuff. HQ, Russell Wilson is the MVP of the first 5 weeks, then falls off. Yeah, it's a thing that happens every single season. And I want to see Russell Wilson finish the season with how hot he starts out. I wonder why that is. Is it a scheme thing? Is it a thing in Russell Wilson's head that when he starts to do too good, he starts trying to do too much? I don't know what it is. The Seahawks have a lot of work to do when it comes to rebuilding that O-line and rebuilding that defense over the next couple of years. I hope that they can do it. I am a little bit worried about them, and I'm a little bit worried about Russ's drama still. I think it may come back up. Gardner Minshew is worth more than a 6th-round pick. I wouldn't say that. He was picked 6th with the 6th round. I mean, you saw what Carson Wentz went for. He went for a 3rd and a compensatory pick. I think it turns into a 1st if he plays a certain amount of games or performs at a certain level. But Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate a few years ago. Minshew is nowhere near that. Minshew is not even a top 25 quarterback in the league right now. So I wouldn't say that. But I think he can be a starter if you absolutely need him to come in. He's going to be one of the better backups in the league now behind Hurts. He's not super mobile, but his heart and his passion and his aggression for the game, I think he can run that offense if they need him to. If Hurts goes down, God forbid, knock on wood. Because I'm excited to see what Hurts does this year. But yeah, just not that I think Hurts is going to be amazing. I'm just a big fan of Jalen Hurts because his entire career from high school to college to the NFL has just been one giant story of him overcoming just being benched, being, replaced, being put down, having the other guy chosen over him. He just always seems to respond. Heisman candidate. So I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of his resilience as a football player. We'll see how he does in the NFL. I just feel like if anyone's going to do it, if anyone's going to have a turnaround, anyone's going to be better than we expect, it's going to be Jalen Hurts. That's what he's been doing his whole career, his whole football career. Is Chris Carson a good RB too? Yeah. I would say have a backup plan for if he gets hurt. Maybe have Rashad Penny stashed. Or maybe have another guy on another team that has some potential stash. Look for your Damon Harris's in the middle of the draft. Look for your not David Montgomery. David Montgomery's going to go around at the same time that Chris Carson goes. I'll say your Damon Harris's, your Michael Carter's, those kind of guys stash on your bench just in case Carson goes down because he goes down every year. Seahawks fan HQ? I can't tell. I saw Russell Wilson and Carson. It could be a coincidence. I don't remember if you told us what football team you're a fan of. I know you're a big part of those NBA live streams. Just 2nd down. Campbell just pushed the guy out of bounds. I want to see Eskridge get the ball again. Is he still out there? I don't see him. He's wearing that sweet number 1. You got to be a baller if you're going to wear number 1. Geno Smith. He still got them wheels. Oh, man. Geno Smith is going. The Seahawks are killing us right now. That's not the point, Phil. Okay, he doesn't need to be good at rebounding. He doesn't need to be good at rim protecting. That's not the point, Phil. Okay, you said in this, casual NBA fan puts LeBron over Michael Jordan, even though Michael Jordan is better at everything than LeBron. And I come up with things that LeBron's better than, and you want to say that doesn't matter. Who's the casual now? Huh? This isn't a freaking NBA live stream, Phil K. My RB3 and 4 are Raheem Mostert and Leonard Corbett's. I'm guessing that's supposed to be Fournette. Leonard Corbett's. Corvette? Like that? No, that's good. It's good to have Mostert as your other option in case you lose Carson. Problem is that Mostert's also injury prone. Oh, Patriots fan. Interesting. I think we have talked about that before. If you guys are new to the stream, coming in halfway, just follow these steps for me. It helps me out a ton. We put a ton of work into all this. There's a background and everything behind me that you can't see just because Tony Tucker ain't here tonight, but you would normally see it. There you go. There it is. But yeah, just follow these steps. Gotta love it. Smith is getting so shifty. He's killing us, and then he slides. Smart. So they're going to have a 2nd and goal from the 10. We got another flag. Did Smith taunt? I didn't see what happened. The Seahawks are driving on us here. I should have time-stamped those spins. Blindside block. So the Seahawks keep going back. Another 15-yard penalty. It's on Rashad Penny, San Diego State alum. Raise your hand if you remember Rashad Penny. Celtics, Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins. Oh, so across the board, Boston. One of the players in this fantasy league that we're spinning for. How about high majority? Well, at least say it right, FLK. At least say it right. You can't sit here and tell me Michael Jordan and LeBron James play one-on-one. You're taking Michael Jordan to win that game. There's no way. Nice tackle. Who's that inside? I'm probably a few plays behind you because of the stream lag, but number 92. Is that Forrest? Forrest. Okay. They both average 27 points a game. That's a cool fun fact. Throwing it up here. Ooh, almost got his guy. Good coverage there by facing. Who's better all time, LA Chargers or San Diego Chargers? Neither. San Diego Chargers. I'm a San Diego Charger fan originally. Very bummed out. I wrote a whole sad article when they left San Diego. It's kind of crazy because I moved to San Diego and they left San Diego in the same year. Well, my time in San Diego that I spent a year there was the last year the Chargers were there and they left. But now I'm back home in LA and I'm right next to them. I went to SoFi a couple weeks ago with Tony Tucker and it was a ton of fun. That stadium's unbelievable. If you guys are in Los Angeles or you're ever visiting Los Angeles, I highly recommend just going and looking at it. Even from the outside, it looks amazing. It's pretty crazy. That stadium looks like a spaceship. Yeah, 3rd and goal, and they're on the 25. Neiman. See, that's what you got to do. Yeah, he didn't make the tackle, but he at least slowed him down so everyone else can get there. And they got him eventually. He did a lot of running first. Ran 30 yards to get 10 yards. What? Okay, we're not talking about basketball. Get out of the chat with basketball. Damn. But yeah, LeBron's the GOAT. Oh, I'm having a good time. We'll see if their kicker can make field goals. I have Jason Myers in my team. Is this Myers? Don't even know what number Myers wears, to be completely honest. They made it. 17 zip. Chargers are killing it. We need to get Easton Stick out there. Who wants to see some Easton Stick? Let me know. I want to see some Easton Stick. I'll tell you that right now. We'll spin the wheel. 8th overall pick. Pick number 8. Let's do it. Got to take this down. This is for pick number 8. I'll wait a second. I just put it in our chat. See if anyone comes in here. I've already been selected. I have pick number 10 in this draft. So if you guys have any advice for the 10th overall spot, really would love it to be shared in the chat. HQ's here. He said, what if they, this is a long one. What if they did a thing where the 17th game was always the team closest to you in cross conference? So the 2 LA teams and New York teams play each other. Then like the 2 PA teams and then the Patriots in Washington. That would make sense. So they don't have to travel before the playoffs. We play Minnesota for the 17th game. Like the Chargers have to go from LA all the way across the country to cold ass Minnesota in the winter and play those guys. Finals losses doesn't measure who's a better basketball player, Felke. Get out of here. Get out of here with the basketball stuff. I'm going to start deleting your comments. I can't delete your comments. So if you want to keep doing it, I can't stop you. Anyways, here we go. This is for the 8th overall pick in this league. If you're here from the fantasy league, combining forces, let's see who's going to have pick number 8. Oh, and it's X. Congratulations. 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 I know it's a blowout, FLK. I'm kind of pissed about it. Put me in a bad mood. Aren't you mad? Aren't you a Chargers fan? I'm actually really pissed about it. We haven't seen a touchdown. We ain't seen an interception. We ain't seen nothing good from the Chargers. We saw a missed field goal.
Chargers, go.
Xavier should have been picked 10, but it landed on me by a literal inch. Damn. Easton sticks in here for the second half. 2-minute drive, and look what he does. Immediately completes a nice little pass. Let's go. No, pick up the tempo. Let's run it. First down. Give us something to be excited about before half. We talk about it. Oh, yeah. It's going to be huge every year as long as Keenan is still balling. I was muted. That was my bad. It's happened a few times already. It mutes me when I play those sound bites. I got to remember to unmute myself. Easton Stick already giving us a little bit of life here to start this last drive of the half. Well, assuming it's going to be the last drive of the half. See how quick it is. Screen. Easton calls an audible and runs it. Easton is a little bit more mobile. I will say that. Than Daniel. Looking so far so good. No, Philip Rivers is not being drafted number 10. If I'm going to draft a quarterback, it's going to be Justin Herbert. I don't know if you guys were here last week for the Nuts and Bolts show. We had a San Francisco 49ers fan in here with us, and he is a yelling Hubert into the microphone. My cousin plays for UCLA, number 50. Oh, that's dope. Tyler Manoa. That's awesome. You should let him know that he's on this stream right now. He wants to come on the Warzone Sports Network and do an interview. I'll interview him. I'm a big UCLA fan, but I support all California teams. So you'll see me wearing some USC gear every once in a while. You see me wearing San Diego State gear. I support all the California teams. Cal, Keenan Allen played there. He's an alum there. If you get Herbert on your team, it's an auto 10. I don't know what you mean. Oh, you mean like automatically 10 out of 10? Yeah, obviously. It's going to carry me to the promised land. And it's a dynasty league? I'll have him for his whole career? Are you kidding me? Mike, Skip Bayless must be your best friend. I do respect Skip Bayless more than the average human just because I understand what they're doing. They're putting on an entertaining sports talk show. And I feel like when you watch that show, you should have that in mind, that they're being extra. They're trying to be entertaining. And everything that Skip and Shannon do on First Take and on, Skip and Shannon Undisputed, all those guys that are debating on TV, we're doing that here in the Warzone Sports Network on Friday Night Wars. We're doing that here on the Warzone Sports Network on Sports Force. We're just trying to cater it more towards the fan base, trying to cater it more as fans talking about it more than trying to be analysts and bring up all these stats and numbers and all that stuff. Hank Q. I'm a USC fan, and I'm from the Bay Area. Well, that's interesting. That's probably fun anytime that's brought up. My family's a bunch of UCLA fans. I'll say I'll go UCLA first. I actually like going to the Rose Bowl a little bit more than the Coliseum, but I root for both teams. not big into college football, so I haven't really picked a side of the fence yet. Easton Stick here got us on the run. Hank, it's a new name, man. I haven't seen you in here before. Thank you for tuning into the live stream. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, all that to help us out a ton. I appreciate you. We do live streams twice a day. This is our second one of the day. If you guys want to go check out Fantasy Football Speakeasy, we were talking about it earlier today on the channel. But go check out the playlist. We have like 15 different shows on the network right now, 2 a day, 7 days a week, never stops. We're going to keep it going into the NFL regular season. The NBA's postseason was a ton of fun. We started right when the NBA playoffs started, and we made it through, and we're here now. So, and when we started this, we had like 100 subscribers or 89 subscribers for the NBA playoffs a few months ago, and now we're past 1,300 subscribers. Thank you guys so much if you've been a subscriber of the channel for a while now. We appreciate it a lot. You helped us monetize. You helped us take this to the next level. It's a big deal. We really appreciate it. HQ guest. I had the 10th pick and took Devontae Adams. And on turnaround, I took Tyreek Hill. So he went superhuman at wide receiver. I regret it because I ended up with Chris Carson as my RB1. Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. It's Carson and Mozart. I mean, those are the guys you're going to want to go for if you do get those 2 big receivers. I'm just thinking opportunity-wise, you want to get a running back with one of those picks. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. We'll see how it shakes out. I'm going to take a running back with the 10th overall pick, most likely, unless they're all taken somehow, which could happen. But someone's going to reach on Patrick Mahomes, and someone's going to reach on Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill or Devontae Adams. So I'll get a running back with that 10, and I'll get something nice on the turnaround. I always get something nice on the turnaround. Might be a little DK Metcalf on the turnaround or something. We'll see. It is a 12-man team, so we'll be a little bit more deeper than most drafts. Than a 10 team, at least. Hard to cheer for UCLA, only until after he graduates. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, Hank. That's pretty dope that you have a cousin playing for them. I'm going to keep an eye out for him now. Number 50, I'll remember that. Aaron Donald or Aaron Rodgers? What? Who's a better quarterback? Aaron Rodgers. Who's a better defensive tackle? Aaron Donald. They're both named Aaron, though. So there you go. Easton Stick. Joshua Kelly's out there now. What do you guys think about that? I'm a little worried about Joshua Kelly making this roster. He's playing here behind some of these other running backs who are listed behind him to start the season. No, Monday's going to be a mock draft, and then the following Monday or Tuesday, I think we're doing the real draft, the Warzone Fantasy League, which is going to be insane because we're going to play with some crazy settings. We're going to have like 3 receivers, 2 running backs, 2 quarterbacks, a tight end, I think 2 flexes or a super flex. We're making like some crazy insanity lineup settings just to make it more entertaining and make it more fun. Gold Glover, what's up? How's it going? Packers fan in the house. Oh, yeah. The stream is up, though, if you want to go check out the Fantasy Football Speakeasy. Ours is up. We didn't see your stream up, man. I'm sorry. I'm not on Twitch enough. You almost got to send me the link to my Instagram for me to see it and get on there. If you're on YouTube, I'll see it. I got notifications on for all my peeps on YouTube. It's about to be halftime. We're going to talk about Chase Daniel's stats at halftime. I'm not excited about that. 3rd and 5. Now it's going to be 4th and 5. Incomplete. Felke, you were so right about NFL.com. It is way faster. A ton faster. For me and my friends, we made a league where it was 1 RB, 1 wide receiver, 2 wide receiver, running back, tight ends, and 1 super flex. Interesting. What about the quarterback? You guys got a quarterback too? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the Warzone Twitch account is like inactive pretty much. We go live on there just because it's one of the options. But I follow you with my personal account, so that way I see it. You got to get on YouTube, man. This is the game over here. 0 QBs. Interesting, HQ. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah, you put it in super flex. Interesting. I'm sure everyone's putting QBs in their super flex. Chargers punt. Woo! What an entertaining game for us Bolts fans to sit back and watch, right? This is what I'm talking about. Way to be competitive. Way to give us something to be excited about here for this last preseason game before we go to the season. 17-0 to the Seahawks second stringers. Look at Bolstered and Fackrell sitting right next to each other. Best buddies. All right, Seahawks now get their last shot here. 47 seconds left. We'll see if they hand it off. It is a handoff. It's Penny. Doesn't get anywhere. What are the Chargers doing? We calling timeouts, trying to get this ball back or what? The Hawks get the ball at their half too. Or not. It's going to be halftime, huh? Nick Neiman made the tackle. See any games from today? Yeah, we're watching the Chargers game versus Seahawks right now. And it's not good for my Bolts. It's not good for my Bolts. I haven't gotten to use any of my sound bites other than the one generic one. Chargers missed field goals. Chase Daniels playing awful. We can get into a halftime report, I guess. A halftime report. What are we going to report? We suck. Oh, man. Where are the stats? Here we go. So, Chase Daniel went 9 for 12 for 70 yards. Those 3 that he missed were awful because I remember all 3 of them. They were all just terrible misses. Pass rushing was bad. I tuned into a little bit of the Bears game to see Justin Fields. That was it, Gold Glover. Anyways, Easton Stick came in for half a drive, went 4 for 6, 38 yards. So I'm excited to see how he does. Don't say that, HQ. I'm excited to see how he does here in the second half. Maybe get us on the board. Roundtree, 4 carries for 22 yards, looking good as always. Joshua Kelly has 3 carries for 2 yards. How painful is that? How painful is that? Is Joshua Kelly on the chopping block? 3 carries for 2 yards. While Roundtree's out here averaging 5.5 per carry. And then in the receiving game, Tyron Johnson, like I was saying earlier, has a bunch of catches. Josh Palmer, season is in full effect. 3 catches for 26 yards. Kelly has a catch for 12. Steven Anderson has 1 for 10. Roundtree has 2 catches at the backfield. Roundtree's putting in some work. The Chase Daniel fumble that was returned for a touchdown was also awesome. Alohi Gilman's been flying around. Nick Neiman also. Campbell making plays. Viscano missed that kick. You can't be missing those kicks like that, Viscano. You're killing us right now with that. Ty Long has 3 punts here in the first half. That's the stats for the first half. Let's look at this, what the Seahawks are doing. I see Toxic Skelly's in here. Toxic Skelly. Go Hawks. They're killing us right now. It's 17-zip. So congratulations to you guys. So far. We still come back. You saw HQ. He's got the score prediction up here. But we do all content on all teams. Toxic Skelly. So please consider subscribing to the channel. We'll be talking some 12s football. Don't you worry. Geno Smith was sharp in that first half. 11 for 15. He had some bounce in his step when he needed to get outside the pocket. He did. Made things work. Evaded some sacks. Bought some time. You guys should feel good with him as your QB too if he's going to do this and look this good in the regular season also. Rashad Penny, San Diego State product. Got a little small spot in my heart. He was a monster in college. When he got drafted to the Seahawks, I was like, they found their guy. They found their franchise running back, or 5-year running back is a franchise running back nowadays. But they found their guy. He just has been disappointing so far, so I hope that he can get things going in his career just because I'm a big fan of his. And I remember in college, there was a play where there was a guy holding on to his jersey, and he was dragging them down the field in the open field for like 10 yards. I love me some Rashad Penny. Alex Collins has been super shifty, and it says 4 for 21, but all the side-to-side running he's doing, he's probably ran for 75 yards in this game. Geno, like I was saying, got loose a couple times. He's got 20 yards rushing. They had Eskridge on a sweep. I wanted to see more from Eskridge. I think he's done for the game. He had 1 catch for 19 yards right here. Alex Collins leading in rushing and receiving. Oh, he's not leading in rushing. He's right there. He's probably going to by the end of this game. Fumbles. Obviously, that strip sack was from Cody Barton. Came through free. I believe that was number 57. Ballore has the most tackles for the Seahawks. No interceptions yet for either side. Myers made his 1 field goal. It's been tough, man. It's been a tough first half, especially being a Chargers fan here. Let's see. Oh, Toxic Skelly likes the Chargers. I'm open up. Put any topics in the chat. Help me out, HQ guest. Give me something to talk about while we wait for the game to come back here. You have to stream Week 4 Patriots versus Bucks. Yeah, we probably are streaming that game. We're going to stream the biggest game each week, or the Chargers game, one of the two. Toxic Skelly, they're pretty good. They just need to practice on their O-line. Yeah, I mean, we haven't put any of the starters in except for Slater played a little bit in the first game, a little bit in the second game, but for the most part, starting O-line's been out. They revamped it this offseason, so we'll see how they look game 1. It's a very good test. We play Washington football team week 1, so it's going to be a very good test for us to test to see if we are ready with this offensive line. This offensive line is at least close to fixed, close to somewhat fixed. I'm hoping, but I've had hope for years, for decades, and it still hasn't happened yet. Our offensive line has been good since the Nick Hardwick days. Lane Tomlinson running behind him. I finished my organic energy drink there. Not sponsored, so don't go buy their drinks. I've been looking forward to seeing DK. I'm so pumped for DK this year, man. If he keeps improving and people like hating on him and keep him outside the top 10, I have him right on the edge just because I feel like he just needs to do more for a longer period of time. Guys in the top 10 have been doing this for, 5 to 10 years. But this kid keeps improving. And if he improves on what he did last year, he's going to be insane. And I was telling Tony Tucker, I was telling Joe Morley that when he gets down into the red zone, if he's monstering over people like he was last year, you're going to start to see him get 2 DBs sent out there to guard him. I could see teams doing it, or at least a safety over the top, and then a corner pressing on DK Metcalf. That's how good this kid is. And I think that he's going to be one of the best receivers in the game in just a few years. Some of these guys that are at the top of the game start to fade out, regress. DK Metcalf's going to come in nicely and provide us with a clear-cut first wide receiver in the NFL at one point in his career. I think that DK's ceiling is way higher than any of the other young receivers that are around him right now. Even Terry. Sorry, Washington fans. I love Terry. I think he's at least 9 or 10, not number 22, top 100. Oh, in the top 100 with all the positions in there, he's going to be he's 22 would be high. Was he ranked at number 22? That's impressive if he was. I got him at 9 or 10 at his position for wide receivers. I forget where I had him. I might have had him at 11. 7. I don't even remember. I have him right there around 10. That dude's a beast. And he's something special, so you guys better hang on to him. Even if Russell Wilson is out of there, that's the guy you want to hang on to. Let's get this spin up here. We're going to do 3 spins. Chargers are getting their butts kicked, so we might as well just do the spins for the fantasy league. Let me get it pulled up here. I've already been selected. I'm picking at 10th overall, but we got to see for the rest of the league. We're going to do 3 spins. We're going to do it for picks 7, 6, and 5. And we'll keep it going here in the second half after that. I'm going to wait until some of these guys can get in here if they're in the fantasy or in the chat. And we'll spin it here in a couple minutes. Find out who is going to have the number 7 pick. We'll talk about the Seahawks while we wait. While we sit here. think the Seahawks will do good this year. I hope you guys do good. I want to see the Chargers in the playoffs. I think they'll be good in the playoffs. Yeah, I'm excited. I think they have a good shot at it. I don't even need them to make the playoffs. I just want to see a growth year. I want to see Justin Herbert establish himself and make sure that he has that confidence for long term. And I want to see the Chargers just improve this year, show some kind of semblance of an organized NFL team that we didn't have last year. See the O-line improved. Try and get a kicker. I don't know where we're going to find one. Maybe there's one under here. Maybe there's one up my ass. I don't know. We need to find a damn kicker. It's killing me right now, the whole kicker thing. If you guys are in the Instagram chat, head to the YouTube channel, Warzone Sports Network. It's in the pinned comment. We're watching the game over here. There's a live chat if you guys want to come and hang out. But yeah, let's spin this. 4 picks, 7. Whoever this lands on is going to be drafting at the 7th spot in this fantasy draft. If you guys are here, ... B. Radley LeBoner. Congratulations. Woo! Yeah. There we go. It's going to be B-Rad. Then we're going to be spinning for number 6 here in a couple minutes. Just let everyone. It's getting to the nitty-gritty now. I'm not happy to see that these guys have a shot at getting that first overall pick. I think Daniel had the first overall pick last year. Don't know for sure. I like watching it, but I don't follow it as closely as I do the NFL. My team's UCLA. Wearing the shirt. But I do enjoy watching college football. I think there's a lot more passion. Those guys are a lot hungrier sometimes than the NFL players can be. Here we go for pick number 6. Let's see. Christian, if you're still in here, you're picking number 6, buddy. Congrats. That middle of the draft pick, that dreaded 6th spot where you got to decide, am I going to go Zeke or Saquon? Hopefully. I mean, I don't know how these guys are going to be. Oh, I forgot to take his name out. Trying to space these out a little bit. Clemson. Okay, that's pretty cool. You root for South Carolina also? Gamecocks? My computer sounds like it's going to explode. Hopefully it doesn't. All right, pick number 5. And then we'll be doing the rest of them once the kickoff to the second half has started. Who will be selecting 5th overall? Oh, just barely. Charles Peoples, congratulations. I don't know if you're in the chat, but you're officially picking at the 5 spot. Everyone's favorite. Teams are back on the field, so we're about to get going here in the second half. Okay. So it's just like a little love. It's like me with USC. I like USC a little bit. Not completely against them. Dan Fouts here. Fouts. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Come on, second half. Perna Law. Chargers got out. Yards gained by 50 yards. Turned the ball over once. 17 zip. Killing me. Killing me right now. get them some more motivation.
Chargers, go.
The Terminator. Chargers fan Terminator. Seahawks get the ball start second half. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. If you guys are just tuning in, please smash the like button, hit subscribe. Helps out a ton in the algorithm. Shane Manning is coming in here. Is it Sean? Who knows Manning's name? Skelly, you still in here? What's Manning's first name? I've seen him play a few times. Yeah. What's his first name, Toxic Skelly? Manning is in. Collins is in the backfield. Start doing some game calling here. That's what I used to do. Collins gets the carry. Collins has been a truck for the Seahawks so far. A truck. He's been shifty. He's kind of switched on what he needs to switch on when he needs to. It's been impressive. And Seattle's going to have a second down here in 6. Sean. It was Sean. See, I knew it. My first name's Sean. Hello. Nice to meet you. I don't know why I saluted. I'm going to keep this comment here. See how Manning does. Hand out to Collins. Ooh, nice. Chris Brump, baby. Let's go, Chris. Let's go. Chris Rump's the guy we drafted late in the draft. And me and Tony Tucker have been keeping our eyes on him. We're excited to see what he does. Manning steps back, hits Collins, who makes a man miss, but then gets brought down. So it's going to be 4th down. Chargers getting the ball here. Let's get some hype going. Let's get the Chargers going. Get the offense going. Let's just get it going in general. No, don't go for it. This could be a fake. Michael Dixon on the punt here. One of the better punters in the league, actually. I think I have him ranked at number 1 right now, but one of the better. A lot of people disagreed. Oof, dangerous there by Bandy. Got to call fair catch, man. Special teams mistakes kill us. Caught it, fortunately. Chargers going to take over possession. Easton Stick coming out. We're going to see a whole half of Easton Stick. Let's see what he can do after the punt. I want to try and get this draft over with so we don't have to worry about it anymore. So let's do it for number 4. The 4th overall pick in the draft. See who's going to go to. Again, you guys don't know who these people are, but that's okay. You can just be here so that way I have my proof that I did it. Here we go for the 4th pick. Let's see who's going to get it. Christian? Oh, just barely shifted into Maverick. Congrats, Maverick. You'll be drafting at number 4 overall in the Dynasty League. It's going to be great. Good spot to draft. If someone messes up those first 3 picks, you're going to get a steal of some sort. Let's get back to the game. The next one is going to be for number 3. Too high up? Yeah, let's just spin it. We're going to spin for number 3 here, and then we'll spin for the first overall pick in the next commercial. So we'll build some suspense. Who's going to be selecting 3rd overall? Let's find out. DJ, it might be you. It might be you. Give everyone a chance to get in here. We're going to spin it right now, right before the Chargers get the ball. Here we go. Number 3. It's not going to be you, DJ. It's going to be Christian Smith. All the way out there in Portland, Oregon on the USS McCampbell. Thank you for your service, Christian Smith, to this country. No, but seriously, thank you. Not being sarcastic. That's where I was, guys, for a long time. Exactly where that boy is sitting right now. He's filling my shoes. And I filled your shoes, William. Nope. You're in the running for the first overall pick, Dyson. You can't trade. It's a dynasty league, too. It's the first overall pick in a dynasty league. You get the best player in football for his own career, his whole career. Oh, they'll be mad. Well, that's if you get the first overall pick. What do you think about Lawrence? We were talking about Lawrence earlier in the stream. Easton Stick just got a nice little gain there. We were talking about Lawrence earlier in the stream. I'm more worried about Urban Meyer, the Jaguars' offensive line, the Jaguars' defense than I am Trevor Lawrence. I have confidence Trevor Lawrence is going to be good. It just comes down to what's around him and how much he can do with it. I think you're going to see him struggle a little bit in his rookie year. Not necessarily in the interception to touchdown department, but just struggling with always being under pressure. That offensive line has been struggling last year especially, and it's going to be struggling again this year. They didn't really do much to fix it, but the Jaguars can build a team around him. I think he's going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league in a few years. I'm high on that kid, and I don't think there was any question that he was the best quarterback available this year in the draft. Gonna have a third down. 1 yard run by Roundtree. Gonna face third down here. Toxic Skelly, what's your thoughts on Dwayne Eskridge? I talked about him a lot in the beginning of the stream. Here we go, Stick. Let's convert. Let's convert. Get me out of this misery of just constant. No. Oh, there we go, Bandy. Go, Bandy. He almost broke it. He almost broke it open. Again, there's someone had a free run of the quarterback. Stick stood there and completed the pass. That's the exact same scenario Chase Daniel was in earlier. And Chase Daniel fumbled and gave up a touchdown the other way. Easton Stick got us like a 35-yard gain. Or that wasn't 35 yards. It was like 20 yards. What's up, Rose? Bandy again. Let's go. Danny Woodhead 2.0. Get this man out that 36 and put him in a nice little 39 jersey. Oh, late in the year. Eskridge late in the year. Who's the Seahawks' third wide receiver? I know it's DK and Ty Lockett. Hot Lockett. Little hot pocket, no? I've seen some fantasy team names being named Hot Lockett. Stick. Play action. Throwing deep. Tyron Johnson tried to make a one-handed catch on the sideline, and he almost did it. He almost did it. That would have been insane. Justin Herbert on the sideline watching and squatching. I don't like the NFL draft hats this year. I feel like they're really generic, just gray with a Chargers logo on them. You gotta get fancier than that. Here we go, Stick. 3rd and 7. Convert again. On the run. Like how he puts in that second gear. He was trying to get that first down. Come on. Send them out there. Don't punt this, please. Don't punt this, please. Care about your fans. Give us something. Stick hits another gear when he wants to turn that thing on. Take off. 4th and 3. And they're out there. We're going for it. Let's go. That's what you want to see. Put your balls on the table. Empty formation. Motions the running back across the backfield. It's Roundtree. Stick steps back, and the ball is hit as he throws. And the Chargers are going to turn the ball over on downs.
Go Chargers, go.
So painful. We're going to spin for the first overall pick in this draft, so that way it's done with. We can watch the fourth quarter without thinking about the draft. Let's get it pulled up here. We have two people left, Daniel and DJ. Daniel had the first overall pick last year, so it'd be fitting if he got it again. DJ's upset that he has such a high pick. Here we go. Since DJ Moore left this past offseason, the third wide receiver for Seattle is wide open. So you thinking, what's your problem, question mark? I hope you subscribe and hope you've been around, man. I appreciate tuning into this live stream. So you're thinking that Eskridge does have a shot, because I want to see Eskridge in there come regular season, at least late in the year, like Skelly was saying earlier in the chat. Some Eskridge. I would enjoy that. We're about to spin for the first overall pick. Whoever it lands on is going to have the first overall pick. The other person's going to have the second overall pick when we spin it. We're about to do it. I appreciate that. What's your problem? Thank you for tuning in, man. Put this up here. Everyone can see it. Freddie Swain. Interesting. It seems like someone's going to have a chance to emerge there. And it's probably not going to be a big name. It's not going to be a name that we all recognize, not a household name. Swain is projected. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's probably more open. Gilmore is what? Gilmore JC is the best CB duo. Yeah, I think I agree with that. I'll agree with that. I like Kendall Fuller and William Jackson. Let's talk about some guys that are probably close to that. I like Kendall Fuller and Willie Jackson. I like what Denver has, whichever two you want to pull out of their 5 cornerbacks that they have. Surtain looks nice. Who else could compete with that? Jalen Ramsey and Darius Williams is probably second on that list. Darius Williams, very underrated. People don't realize how good he is and how good he is at coming in and locking down the wide receiver 2 when Jalen Ramsey can just focus on the wide receiver 1, not have to try and guard anyone else, not trying to move to the slot or anything like that. Darius Williams does all that for them. Who else has 2 good cornerbacks? The Dolphins got X Howard, Byron Jones. That like I said, that Willie Jackson, Kendall Fuller duo is going to be underrated. Willie Jackson's just been consistently good his whole career. It's pretty impressive. Anyways, here we're spinning for the first overall pick. Whoever it lands on is the first overall pick. Whoever it doesn't land on is the second overall pick. I like that. Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters. DJ, first overall pick. Congratulations to DJ Dyson. Daniel, you'll be picking second. Daniel Rendon in the draft. And that's that. We did it. We successfully did both at the same time. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I call killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Time management, multitasking. Here you go. Looks like I need it. We're down 17 zip right now. Tom Telesco's in the booth smiling like we ain't down 17-0. Second is Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters. Yeah, I think Jalen Ramsey and Darius Williams are a little bit over them. Maybe third. I'd rather see Alex being starter than Chris. But Chris is really good. Will be tough. Yeah, they're not going to put in Alex Collins over Chris Carson. There's no way. I appreciate that. What's your problem? We're going to need it, it looks like. Come back sometime to one of our other streams if that was a good buy. Or just stick around. Chargers defense out here trying to get the ball back to the offense. What did I miss? Why are they on the 20-yard line? Did I miss something? Oh, we turned it over on downs. That's why. Seahawks fans are pouring in here. Elijah, go Hawks. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Please drop, subscribe, turn on notifications. We go live with Seahawks content also at times. Right now, this is a Chargers stream with the Seahawks here. We're talking a lot of Seahawks because there's a Toxic Skelly's bringing up a lot of Seahawks topics. What teams do you think are winning the divisions in the AFC? Chiefs in the West. I've got the Browns winning the North by 1 game over the Ravens and Steelers. In the East, the Bills. In the South, I have the Titans winning it. Just barely again. Manning throwing a jump ball. That's going to be PI. Wow, they didn't call that. We won't say nothing. Hush, hush. That's pretty blatant. So, yeah, Bills, Chiefs, Browns, and Titans are all the division winners I have marked for the AFC. I post them up on my Instagram page, Michael the Mike Sports. Full schedule predictions. Predict every single game. Now it's 20-0. Toxic Skelly's got it right. Chargers down by 3 touchdowns right now. Staley coaching up DeLuca there. You like to see it. I've got nothing to say, honestly. I'm just kind of upset about all this. Final score 30-14. Hopefully, so at least we can score some points. I'll take that at this point. We can't move the ball at all. This is torture. Chargers take on the Washington football team week 1. Hopefully, it's a lot prettier than what we're seeing tonight. That's the prediction. Anyone else got score predictions? Put them in the chat. Toxic Skelly's got a 30-14. This is rough. This is rough. Come help me out. I mean, just so painful. Well, we can't even get a single score on the board. We have 0. We're down 20-0. Still 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. We have a whole fourth quarter to go. This is gonna get. It's probably gonna get sloppy too. Just assuming. And we're back from commercial break. Chargers getting the ball back, so at least maybe we have a chance to score here. I've got the Chargers marked at 11-6. That's a little optimistic. I'm a Chargers fan, obviously. I think realistically, anywhere from 7 to 10 wins is a fair prediction for the Chargers this year. We could see some struggles. First-year head coach, Justin Herbert, second year in the league. Just a bunch of like firsts and new situations, new players, new situations that aren't used to it. It may take a year to really get it around. But this team has the talent on the roster to be one of the best in the league. This team has the talent on the roster to be the best wild card spot this year. Just comes down to execution and those plays at the end of the game that we just tend not to make. And we lose a lot of those close ones. Last year, I think we lost 5 more one-possession games. We do it every year. We lose 5 to 7 one-possession games. Power formation in. Hand off to Bradwell. Doesn't have any space, man. The whole line's moving to the second level. They only had the first level blocked. 12-5. I'd be very happy if we won 12-5. We'd be in the playoffs. We'd be the first wild card for sure. I'll be very happy if we went 12-5. Easton Stick is trying to make something happen. Come on. Not good. We're not doing good, Joe. Not doing good at all. This has been a painful one. The Chargers haven't done anything good. We only have a few first downs this entire game. We've only passed the 50, I think, once, and we missed a field goal. I mean, this is painful. They just got a false start on 2nd and 10, so it's going to be 2nd and 15. What do you think the Seahawks would go? I had the Seahawks marked down for 11-6 as well. It's a tough division to play in with the 49ers coming back. I think the Cardinals are going to be healthier and a little bit better this year than last year. It's just going to be tough to get wins. But I got the Rams winning the division at 12-5. So 11-6, they're still finishing one game out of the first in the division just because of how competitive it is. It might be a little bit low on the Seahawks compared to most. I don't understand that play call. An out route. Gets 3 yards on 2nd and 15. Not giving us a chance to pick up this first down. Let's see if Stick can put something together. Another 3 and out maybe for the Chargers. Pain, 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 pain. I'm in a lot of pain. Here we go, Stick. Get us this first. All right, just a terrible throw into the dirt. And the punt team is coming back out. Let's put a receiver at quarterback or something. If DK can get it going, our run game, we could win the division, maybe, just maybe. Yeah, I think that division is going to be close, like it is every single season. I'm worried about the defense still. I'm worried about the offensive line still, even though you guys went and got, I think you guys got Gabe Jackson, right? I was about to say Trent Brown, but it's Gabe Jackson. I don't feel like they fixed the line. Maybe the line will be a little improved. But for the most part, those are the concerns. Same thing as previous years. If either of those things are fixed, then the Seahawks are going to be one of the better teams in the league again and be competing up there for that first seed again. But we'll see. Looking like the flags on the Chargers. Seahawks offense is coming out. If it isn't the Seahawks, it means it was on the return. Let's see. Hopefully it's a block in the back and they're pinned. Hope so. Preseason football. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Can't wait for that first game. Washington football team. It's going to be a great time. We're all going to have a great time. We're going to kick back. I got the Tebow jersey behind me. That's probably the problem. Bad luck. Should have put all the Chargers jerseys up. They're still deliberating this flag. Legal block in the back on the Seahawks. Woo! Send them back, baby. Send them back. Keep them going back. Shane Celtics excited for Pats versus Bucks. You're rooting for the Pats, obviously, right? I mean, that's going to be an interesting matchup. The Bucks should take care of y'all, but I think just the fact that is Bill Belichick versus Tom Brady, Bill Belichick's going to throw a little bit spice in there. He knows him best. Yeah, we'll be live for that game. Don't worry. That'll be a fun one. Rose, I'm picking 10th overall. It's not good. I want to pick like 8 or 7. Where's your guys' favorite place to draft? There's still people here with me. My wife's in the room. She's a Chargers fan also. She's going to be joining us for the streams usually, but she doesn't care about preseason football. And there's a good reason, because it's 20-0, and this game has been like punch yourself in the face painful. It has been bad. For both sides. I mean, the Seahawks haven't done anything crazy. They've scored 20 points, kicked 2 field goals, and Timothy's back. What's up, Timothy? He said, this year, Chargers will win the AFC West with a 14-3 record, beat the Chiefs in the AFC Divisional Playoffs, beat the Ravens in the AFC Championship game, lose to the Giants. We're going to go on this crazy run all year. We're going to beat the Chiefs. We're going to take down the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game, but then we're going to lose to the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. Timothy, what the hell, man? We got to get you a mic set up. I have another mic. I don't know how that would work and how we would make that work. I think one of us will have to wear headphones. Because we can't be in the same room. It'll start to, the feedback will be so bad. Giants are going 8-9. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think that's what I had them as. Really? I don't understand how the Chargers go on this miracle run and the Giants are the ones they run into. Of all teams, not the Bucks, not the Packers, not the any of the other, the Seahawks, the Rams. How cool would it be to see a Rams versus Chargers Super Bowl in SoFi Stadium this year? I will pee myself. I'd be so happy. The Giants will go 16-1. Oh yeah, you told us that, Timothy. I remember. I think that is a really bold take. I think by week 2, the Giants might have 2 losses already and ruin your prediction. We'll see. Who do the Giants play week 1? There we go. Playing decent defense. Slowing them down. I wish we had a Breeze versus Brady Super Bowl. We got a Breeze versus Manning Super Bowl. I'll never forget that Super Bowl. We watched it at my Nana's house. She's like a family friend. That's why we called her Nana instead of Grandma. But anyways, she was a huge Saints fan, and she was just so happy that her Saints won the Super Bowl that year. She wore these gold beads, like the New Orleans style beads, for an entire year until the next Super Bowl to celebrate them winning it, which was some serious commitment. To work, to everything she did, she wore those beads. People ask about it, why are you wearing those beads? She said, my Saints won the Super Bowl last year, baby. She beat her chest. I don't think she beat her chest. R.I.P. Nana. Giants will go 2-15. It's a complete opposite of what Timothy's saying. You guys should have a full-on debate in the comments. It'll be more exciting than this football game. Christian Smith. He's here. Yep. She wore them for the entire year. She loved Drew Brees. Drew Brees is her favorite player. It sucks that like the next year after that, the Bounty Gate thing came out and kind of put a little bit of an asterisk on their Super Bowl. Okay, Timothy, we don't need to be calling people bozos in here. Bozo ain't that bad. Skelly could take it. Smith, if you're not subscribed, try to subscribe real quick. Smash that like button. Oh, you don't miss my energy on that shit, man. I'm a completely different human nowadays. You took my spot. You are me. You are me. Just try to stay positive and get through it. That's the best advice I can give you, Smith. The same thing I told you when I left, I'm pretty sure. Toxic Skelly. It's been a long time. It's been a year and a half, dude. It's wild. It's getting close to 2 years. Toxic Skelly. They haven't made it to the playoffs in like 17 years. And if they did, they get slapped 40-0. The Giants made it to the playoffs a couple years ago. Eli Manning. I guess it's getting close to 10 years now. So you're right. I wouldn't say 40 though, or 17 years. Has it really been 17 years since they made the playoffs? I don't think so. Smith, you're picking third? Yeah, I believe you got drawn for third in the draft. Tomorrow at noon. Make sure you're there. Yeah, you're picking third overall. It's a good spot. Get yourself some Derrick Henry. Get yourself some Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara. It sucks CMC's not going to be there. Maybe you can try and ask whoever has the first 2 picks to trade you. If CMC drops to you at 3, I'm going to be pissed. I could see Dyson making a dumb pick. Dyson, I'm sorry if you're in the stream right now. You're going to draft who are you going to draft? Nick Chubb, first overall. Let's ask him who he's taking. I'm going to ask him in the chat. It is a good spot. 3, 4, 5. Anywhere from 3 to 7 is where I like to be. I'm picking from the 10 spot. Give me the challenge. I embrace the challenge. Challenge accepted. Giants will lose their first 5 games. I can see it. I think I got the Giants at 8-9 or 7-10. Justin Herbert will be the 2021 NFL MVP. I love it. One time, I don't know about Dalvin fell to pick 4. That's insane. Dalvin should be picked second or third. I should be in the area in November. Come on through, man. Let me know. I'll take you to SoFi Stadium. You'll feel like you're in a spaceship. We'll watch some late in the season Chargers or Rams game together. This game is boring, Toxic Kelly. I agree. Because we're getting destroyed. Trying to get DJ to tell us who he's taking with the first overall pick. Is anyone else taking anyone but CMC with the first overall pick? I personally wouldn't. The Giants will start the season 12-0. Who's their one loss to? I want to see it in the chat again. I know who it's to, but you can say it again. 16-1. Who they lose to? I'll see you then. November? It's not too bad. You going to San Diego or you come to LA? I'm in LA. I can come get you. He just said he's going to take CMC, Smith, so you're not going to get him unless you trade for him somehow. Took Dalvin in one of the leagues, first overall. What's the reasoning, Shane, that you like Dalvin more than CMC? I'm just curious. I like hearing everyone's arguments for the different guys. I got convinced today that Trey Sermon should be on my radar. He hasn't been on my radar. Someone told me today. It gave me a really good convincing argument, and I'm in on him now. The Chargers will beat the Giants in Week 13. You see this? The Giants' undefeated season is going to get ruined by your Los Angeles Chargers and my Los Angeles Chargers. Thank you, Tim, for that. Week 13. No one in the top 100 NFL? We should go over the top 100 list on here instead of watching this damn game. SD and okay, you can just come on up. December 12th. Count down the days. There's Derwin James. Get back out there, man. We miss you. I need my Derwin James jersey. It's the only one I don't have. Mannion steps back. Fires one. Is that Collins again? Oh, that's not Collins. Johnson. There's a flag. Hopefully he's holding. Dalvin gets more snaps. I think it just depends on which one of those two stay healthy, huh? Oh, I like CMC since high school. So you like both those guys. I'm a Pats fan, but I have a Cook jersey. Oh, that's cool. I have a ton of jerseys. Like an unhealthy amount of jerseys. I'm going to start selling them away. Look out for www.mikesjerseys.com. It's coming soon. It's actually pretty catchy. Mike's jerseys. It's like a Jersey Mike's subs. I just flipped it around. Is that how that works? Jersey Mike's jerseys? Will they copyright me for that? Just came up with that live on the air. That's what I'm talking about. This is something, man. Because not only is this game awful, the worst preseason game I've watched all year so far by far, there's flags on every play. It's just dragging this thing out more. I just want to see the clock tick. I want to use a couple sound bites. We have 4 sound bites prepared. We can't use any of them. I used half of the field goal one because we missed the damn freaking field goal. Maybe the Terminator can get us.
Go Chargers, go!
You guys still awake? Just making sure. We have 6,000 people in here. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Please subscribe. Please smash the like button and everything in between. I should make my own NFL top 100 list. But actually, fun fact, Shane, over on my Mike on the Mike Sports page, if you want to go and check it out, I'm ranking positions. I can just pull it up on here, actually. I'm the only one here. Joe Morley can't stop me from bragging about myself, so I'm going to do it. Oh, man, but I don't know where any of these things are. Let's see. See if I can find something. Well, here's the kickers. Bring them in here. What do you guys think about this top 10 kicker list? Start talking about other stuff. Where am I wrong on here? Here's my top 10 kickers in the league right now. Here's the kickers. Here's the punters. You see a Seattle player there at the top as we watch the Seahawks destroy the Chargers. Thomas Rawls wannabe is killing us. Another flag. This one's on Neiman. Just keep them coming. Why don't we? I wish I had all these lists saved in one spot so I could just bring them all up, but can't find it. Toxic Skelly, you like seeing your punter in the first spot? Collins is back in, and Collins is destroying us again. Best running back of all time? Wrong way. Here he is. Oh, he's on the screen. He's on the screen and he's behind me. So I could be everywhere at once. Not him, Rose. That's Lane Thompson interviewing him. Lane Thompson's getting a little gut going there. Look at it. Chris Harris. He's like, yeah, we suck. Our second team sucks. Good thing the starters aren't in. We're saving ourselves for the game that matters. Collins is so shifty. Put in a trade for this guy right now. Bo Jackson or Peyton? A lot of people like Walter Payton. A lot of people like Bo Jackson. I think running back's hard to tell, especially when you're crossing eras. LT was that bridge guy from those GOATs to today's star players, to your Adrian Petersons, which is like just the previous generation. But LT was the dude when I was a kid, and that's how I actually became a Chargers fan, watching LaDainian Tomlinson cook up the league. He scored 28 touchdowns in one season. What is that? Where's Duke? Another flag. Woohoo. We've had 10 flags in the fourth quarter. It's only been a couple minutes. Just straight pain. First down. Holding on the Chargers. That's how you do it. The Seahawks are about to score again. Barry's number one. I'm not going to hate on you for that. I think Collins could be a star if they played him a bit more. He's got some more strength. Yeah, I've noticed shifty. He's got some power. Seems like he's got it all. Here's Johnson. Doesn't get in. Good defense. Neiman going sideline to sideline. Neiman's showing something this preseason. He might make the roster. Look at him. He's just kind of making his way through. There you go. Gets the tackle there. Empty set with a man in the backfield. Don't you let this man run for a touchdown. Don't let number 9 get in there. Don't you let him do it. He throws. What a dart. Hits his man in the back, the end zone. Another touchdown for the Seahawks. And the Seahawks are up 27-26 before the extra point to 0. How's Brandon Staley feeling? Defense getting cooked. Offense stinky. Neither of our backup quarterbacks look good. It's just pain. Just pain. We got nothing to talk about. No breaking news. Nothing crazy. Gardner Minshew getting traded to the Philadelphia Eagles to be their backup quarterback is the biggest news of the day. You guys see J.K. Dobbins went down? Let me double check that. See if there's any news on that. That's something. 27 zip. You guys rushing to get Gus Edwards? Yeah, he's carted off with a knee injury. Still set for tests. Rashad Bateman's hurt and Hollywood Brown are hurt also. Things are falling apart for Baltimore. Just in time for them to play the Raiders week 1. Woohoo. This is a bad day. I lost my AirPod case at the gym. It fell. I was doing the stairs. I was killing it, man. Bam. Just past 250 calories, so I'm like, I'm good. I can stop. Hit the stop button. Wait for the stairs to come to a complete stop like you're supposed to. I go to scoop my AirPod case out of the cup holder, and when I grab it, like a claw machine that doesn't work, I just dropped it right there in front of me, and it hit the Stairmaster and bounced towards the inside of the machinery that runs it and fell inside of it. I went and talked to the gym employees, and they said only the mechanic can open up the Stairmaster. The mechanic doesn't come back till Monday. So I'm without headphones until Monday. Yeah, that's when I stopped. Yes. And I swam. I swam angrily because that had just happened. No, it should have been. It was Mahomes, right? It should have been Mahomes. I didn't see it, honestly. Who was number 1? Can you give me the top 10, Shane? I want to know who the top 10 was. Who do I got winning the Super Bowl? I don't got an official pick yet. I'm still debating it. But if you want to see my NFC bracket, that's the only thing I've got settled so far. The Jake Paul fight's tomorrow. We'll be watching that too. Not on the stream, but I'll be watching that. I love seeing Jake Paul fight. It's always entertaining in a bad way sometimes. Here's my NFC playoff picks, how I got the NFC shaken out, the matchups for the first round. I put all these graphics up on my Instagram page, Mike and the Mike Sports. So if you guys want to go and follow that real quick, you can leave the stream and then come on back. Really appreciate that. We're really close to 5,000. I'm trying to push the 5,000 before the NFL season starts. We're at like 4,800 or something, 4,750. NFC playoffs. I got the Packers getting the number 1 seed, just a schedule thing. I got the Bucks having the number 2 seed, number 3 seed going to the Rams, number 4 seed with the Cowboys winning their division at 10-7. Got the 49ers getting the first wild card, Seahawks getting the second wild card, and the Cardinals getting the third wild card. 4 AFC or NFC West teams making the playoffs this year. Book it. Book it and weep, NFC. Collins again, showing highlights. So much fun. We'll see if the Chargers offense can get me something to be excited about or happy about, or at least make crack a grin. It doesn't need to be a full smile, just a grin, a reaction. Killing me right now. Easton Stick on the bootleg. Looking, and no one is open. Gains a yard. It's been a lot of this. We need to do some reevaluating. Maybe we need to bring in another quarterback. Oh. Sean Watson just released that he's unwilling to waive his no trade clause to go to Philly if that's the... I'll take this. Give me 27-7. I want to see a touchdown from my Bolts. Just one. Just one. Gets it to Bandy. Stuffed for a yard gain. Are we going to go 3 and out again? We have not gotten a first down in the second half. How many first downs we got in the entire game? Is it in here? Team. What the heck? Got an ad to look at the stats. Come on. Felke, this is your fault if you're still here. I can't look at the team. Whatever. It ain't that important. I'm pretty sure we have less than like 3 first downs here in this game. Just got one there. There you go. Nice throw. Is that Sokol or whatever his last name is? He's been a guy who's been working at the end of these preseason games. There's 46 and 48. They both look similar. Timeout. Seahawks. Keep this game going. Let's look at these top 10 lists. 10 was Josh Allen. Wow, that's really high for one breakout year. TJ Watt at 9. D-Hop is 8. Tom Brady at 7. You got a receiver over him. I can see Kelsey being at 5 or even higher. Derrick Henry, he should be in the top 5. Aaron Rodgers should be in the top 5. I think Tom Brady over Devontae Adams. I guess it's not that crazy. Aaron Donald at 2. That makes sense. And we're talking about our all-time great players here. Aaron Donald, Mahomes, and Rodgers. All these guys are together. Derrick Henry. That sounds about right. I mean, you could put Donald at 1. You could rotate him, but I think Mahomes make a bigger impact on the game than Donald at defensive tackle position. But if you use that argument, all the quarterbacks should be at the top of the list. That's probably why Josh Allen's so high. I think Josh Allen might be a little bit too high. Yeah, he was amazing. It was a breakout year, though. It's not like it's been a consistent thing over 5 straight seasons. We're talking about 10th overall player out of every player in the NFL. That's a big deal. That should be reserved for guys that are going to be Hall of Famers. Are all these guys Hall of Famers except for Josh Allen already? No, TJ's not. D-Hop, I think, already is a Hall of Famer. Tom Brady, no argument. Devontae Adams is not yet. He needs a few more years of success at the level he's been. Kelsey's locked in already. Derrick Henry's locked in. Aaron Rodgers is locked. Yeah, and Donald and Mahomes. So out of the top 10, 8 are like locked Hall of Famers, maybe 7. Impressive. We got a lot of talent in the league right now. We're blessed to be football fans. Try and remember that through this 27-0 drag fest I'm going through right now. We're probably not doing a post-game show, guys. I'm just letting you know now. Toxic Skelly, I think DK could be top 10 in 1 to 3 years. Yeah, I could see it. I could see him being up there as those top-tier receivers like D-Hop and Julio and those guys start to fade out. Where was Julio on there, Shane? You know where Julio was? I'm interested in that one. Oh, he's got to be. Julio's got to be in the top 100. He's probably on the lower end just because of his injuries. I still think he probably grants like anywhere from 20 to 50, somewhere in there is my guess. Bradwell, what a good job there on that negative 3-yard run. Offensive line's killing it tonight. Easton Stick and Chase Daniels are killing it tonight. A notebook from Saints camp. Chase Daniels steps back. That's not Chase Daniels. Easton Stick. It doesn't even matter which one of them it is at this point. They're both playing awful. Oh, there's Hurst. Haven't seen him all game. Him and Jason Moore, I feel like, are guys that are right here at the end of the receiver depth chart. That have a shot to make this roster. Rob the Storyteller. Love the username. I love the picture. Let's go Seahawks. Hey, man. I'm a Chargers fan. The Seahawks are taking care of business tonight. But more importantly, I'm a football fan. I'm a sports fan. And that's what this network is entirely built out of. So, Rob, if you want to hit a subscribe, if you're not already, I really would appreciate that. And smash that like button. Helps out a ton in this algorithm. Easton Stick on 3rd and 6. Just an awful throw. Just an awful throw. Tyron Johnson's still in the field in the 4th quarter. That's how desperate we are for points. Toxic Skellies said, I'm a big Seattle fan. My room is green and blue with Seattle trophies and stuff, but this is boring. Thanks for the honesty. Rob, thank you. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate that. If you guys are new to the channel, just follow these steps. It'll help me out so much. At least give me something positive out of this whole thing. Thanks, guys. This stream is probably the worst one the Warzone's ever put on. Let's just be honest. I would put in my starters if I was... No, we're not putting in the starters. I don't think the starters have pads on. I don't think they have cleats on. No, there's no reason to send the starters out there. I'd rather lose 35-0 than put the starters out there and risk them, but just so much pain. Now we get a commercial break. Great. I just want to see any points, man. Any points. Anything positive. I'm happy with it. You're about to have to punt. Or did they already punt? Yeah, let's at least get a field goal. We had a shot at a field goal. Vizcaino, supposed to be the savior of our kicking game, straight up missed it. Anyways, what else do you guys want to talk about? Might as well, right? I can look for my top 10 quarterback graphic I made. Let's see if I can find it. Rose, you gotta close. Can you close the window? I love this song, but we're gonna get copyrighted if it's too loud. Really? Yep. All right, we're about to go over my top 32 quarterbacks in the league. I found the graphic. Here we go. You guys want it from 1 to 32 or 32 to 1? You think the Jaguars do anything substantial this year? No, I think they're going to be a bad team again. But we'll see some improvement, especially at the quarterbacks. Hopefully we'll see some improvement with Trevor Lawrence being in there versus Gardner Minshew. I've got them winning 6 games, which I think is actually kind of high. I would say fair is anywhere from 4 to 5, maybe even as low as 3 games again. We'll see. All right, here's the 1 through 5 in the league right now. See Mahomes at 1, Rodgers at 2. I don't feel like that's too debatable. From there, I could see people putting even Deshaun Watson up at 3, Russell Wilson at 3, with Brady at 4. But I think you got to have Brady in this top 5 somewhere. When you take into account leadership, when you take into account the rest of it, when it comes to playing the position of quarterback, you got to have Brady in there. Used to be a big Chargers fan. Why'd you switch? You could be in this pain with me. You could be toxic. I got nothing good. I tried. I'm not Tony Tucker. We can't all be him. He still likes the Chargers a little bit. Okay, well, root for the Chargers to score something here. 32 to 1. Oh, it's too late. I already started. So here's the top 5. Go ahead and leave any objections you guys have in the chat. We'll move on to the top 15. Josh Allen at 6. I think that's – people said I was disrespecting Josh Allen, putting him at 6. I think that's super respectful after one breakout year to give the guy even top 10 nods, but top 6 nods, that's something. I got Lamar at 7. Say what you want about Lamar. I think if he's outside your top 10, you just plain hating on him. Got Kyler at 8. Dak Prescott at 9, right there at the edge of 10. I had Dak a little bit overrated last year. I'll admit that. I had him at 5, I think, last year, or 6. So we slid him back a couple spots, put him where he should be, I think. A little bit more assessment. Matthew Stafford at 10, right there at the edge. I'm going to go to Ryan Tannehill at 11. Got my boy Justin Herbert at 12, who's going to be in between 5 and 7 by the end of this year. I have confidence. But I was fair about it and put him at 12. I feel like Justin Herbert, with what he can do on the ground, what he can do with his arm strength through the air, and just what he can do in general, he should be the tier break from that 6 to 11 to the 13 to like 17 ranks. I feel like he can do a lot more than Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, and he's already displayed that. So I'm comfortable putting him above those guys, especially as a runner of the football. And then when it comes to throwing, he's just as good, if not better, than both of them. And then he also is better at running the ball. It's just a leadership thing that I'll give to Cousins and Carr. But I got Cousins and Carr right behind him. It's like you could flip those two whichever way you'd like to flip them. And it's not going to get too many complaints from me. Baker Mayfield at 15. Do not try and convince me Baker Mayfield is a top 10 quarterback. There is no argument for him to be in the top 10. Matt Ryan at 16. He's regressing. I might be a little bit low on him. I almost put him over Baker still. Big Ben at 17. Another guy who's just old and regressing. Can still manage a game, though, if they need him to. So I have him around average in the league right now. Carson Wentz at 18. You have to prove the doubters wrong, Carson, because last year I preached your name all year and you came out and stunk it up. Don't stink it up again, please, in Indianapolis. Got Joe Burrow at 19. We just don't know how he's going to recover from that leg injury. He's only played, I think, 11 games in his career still. Jared Goff at 20. Don't like Goff. Very low on Goff, and I expect him to even be lower in Detroit. But I'm giving him this just because he took a team to the Super Bowl and lost. And same thing with Jimmy G. Similar feelings. Tua. I did a whole film breakdown on Tua. Saw a lot of negatives. Saw a couple positives, but mostly negatives. I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to win you a Super Bowl, but he's not a guy that's going to lose it either. What I mean by saying that is put the right team around him, and you have the defense carry, have the weapons carry. They can get there. But Tua's not going to drag them there on his back. Cam Newton at 23, still run the ball very well, just can't really throw the ball that well. Teddy B at 24. Ryan Fitztragic at 25. I used to love Ryan Fitzmagic until I met all the Washington fans after they got him. And then I immediately stopped liking Ryan Fitzmagic just because you guys are overhyping the crap out of this man. Drew Lock at 26. Daniel Jones at 27. Jalen Hurts at 28. Jameis Winston, 29. 30 is Sam Darnold. 31, Taysom Hill. Andy Dalton at 32. After what I saw from Taysom Hill this preseason, let's move Andy Dalton to 31. Taysom Hill, 32. No rookies were included in this. Sam Darnold, yes. Sam Darnold over Lock, 100%. Let's see. Michael Vick's his favorite quarterback. Interesting. Controversial. They may get 3. The Chargers ain't going to get no 3 points. What are you saying? What did you have, Russ? Let's pull up top 5 again. I think I have Russ at 4. Which I feel like is a little sweet spot for him. He's going to be there. Once Brady and Rodgers retire, he's going to be up there in that top 3 probably. Sam Darnold over Lock, 100%. What's up, Tony? Welcome to the most painful, crappiest stream the Warzone's ever put on. But I'm here for it. I've probably been a part of the best stream, so I might as well be a part of the worst one too. And it is completely because we can't kick. Our backup quarterbacks stink. Our backup offensive line stinks. Better stay healthy this year. What are we going to do? Why would I be optimistic we're going to stay healthy? We've never stayed healthy. I'm sorry. I'm in a bad mood, guys. That's why I'm trying to talk about other things like quarterbacks and stuff. This is painful. 27 zip. And the Seahawks have the ball and are driving again with 4 minutes left to go in this game. Once I see the clocks hit 0, I think it's just going to be like a goodbye and good riddance to end this stream. At least Manning's bouncing balls like stick. It's going to be a 4th down for the Hawks. Get their punter some work. Ooh, showing off our O-line. The whole thing is new. Jeez. Tony, I want you to go look at my newest TikTok. I think you'll enjoy it. Rose, look at my newest TikTok. That's all of them. I might do another one. Who do I think is the next James Robinson? Javonte Williams. Go get him. Go get him. Go get you some Javonte Williams. I also got convinced today on Fantasy Football Speakeasy. If you guys want to go tune into that instead of this terrible stream. Fantasy Football Speakeasy, we did our top 10 running backs for fantasy football today. And it was a very good episode. And I got convinced on Trey Sermon. Great start, Easton Stick, to this drive. Can we get one score? Can we get a field goal? Can we get anything? Oh. I'm glad everyone's here to enjoy this with me. Is that Roundtree? We're getting some Roundtree carries late here. Yeah, 1 yard gain. Woo! Let's go for another 3rd down. Bet you I can guess what's going to happen next. This better not be signs of what's coming this season because it'll be a long one. It'll be a long one. I don't know why Chase Daniel's smiling on the sideline. He was just as bad as Easton Stick, maybe worse. Here we go, 3rd and 6, and a sack. Just kneel and punt. Just kneel and punt. What are we doing? Here we go, Ty Long. Flip field position here, buddy. Dang, that thing is way up there. The gunner still couldn't get down there in time. That thing had 10 seconds of hang time. This is boring. I may just sleep. Toxic Skelly, thank you for sticking this out with me. Please stay for the last 3 minutes of this game. We got to see the rest of this. I'm spinning in my chair for fun right now just to puke. That's probably more entertaining than the game. Holding on the Seahawks. Another flag. Come on, dog. Come over here. Here we go. Seahawks offense. Chargers defense. Hopefully they're just running the ball. Can run the clock out and call it a day. I would really love to see us score points of any sort. Show some heart. Show that you care. Last week we ended the game just miserably. Show that you care about this sport. This is some of these guys' last chance to play. Russell Wilson is in pads. He's got a headset on. He's probably calling the plays, honestly. They're probably like, you know what? We don't even need the coaches to call the plays against this team. Man, and smiling and winking at referees. Pitiful. Pitiful. I'm going to stay till the end. I care. I'm going to show that I got enough heart to stick it out. Looks like we're going to the 2-minute warning. Commercial break. Cheers to preseason football, everyone. Any other topics, guys? Skelly, you got anything? Yeah, I think Javonte Williams has a shot at this. Trey Sermon's a guy to keep an eye on. Watch the 49ers backfield, how the rotation's going. If Mostert goes down and Trey Sermon looks like he's going to be next, he might be a guy that might do it. Who else? Skelly doesn't even have anything else to talk about. Who else we got for the rookie running backs coming in that were drafted a little bit later? Undrafted. That's James Robson was undrafted. It sucks about the ETN jersey. Injury. Can't even speak. ETN jersey. Jersey Mike's jerseys. I don't know why they drafted him still with a first-round pick. They could have gotten a running back later. It was for Trevor Lawrence's familiarity, I guess. Top 10 rookies this year. I mean, that's hard. Trevor Lawrence. Which rookie quarterback's going to be the best this year? Lawrence isn't in the situation to do it. I think the guys that are in the situations to do it is Mac Jones. That's it. I think Mac Jones is going to have the best performances out of the rookies this year. And the Patriots are going to be in the spotlight a lot. And going to be in the playoff race, I think. So we'll see about that. What other rookies? Let's talk about rookie receivers. Who we feeling is going to be the top guy out of there? I like Jamar Chase. Even though he's having those drop issues. I think I like Jamar Chase. You want to try and find that Justin Jefferson guy. Who's going to be the guy that breaks out? I thought it was going to be Eskridge. But he got drafted to Seattle, and their receiver room is so loaded. So I kind of had to change that take up. But I was high on Eskridge when the draft was going down. Rookie tight ends. Pat Freiermuth is my dude this year. I just got him in a Dynasty League. Let's see it, man. Even if he's just a red zone threat this year and expands his role in later years, I like his prospect. Reminds me of Jesse James. We know how much Ben Roethlisberger loved Jesse James a couple years ago. Joshua Kelly and Roundtree on the bench having a conversation. Waddle. Yeah, I can see Waddle too. I don't know what Tua's going to be able to do, though. Tua struggles getting the ball down the field. Second and 8. You can tell how much fun I'm having. It's all over my face. I appreciate you guys for tuning into this stream. The people that are still tuned in. If you're new to the channel, follow these steps. This is the only soundbite I've been able to play the whole. If the Chargers make this stop and get the ball back, they better go and try and score. Otherwise, why play defense? Let them get the first down. Let them kneel it out. Steven Anderson on the bench. Palmer had a drop. Like, no one looked good in this game today. Tyron Johnson looked okay, and Roundtree looked okay. McKitty didn't do a damn thing all preseason. Come on, play some passionate football. You're playing for your life right now. Act like it. There we go. There we go. Big hit. $27-0 final. It's already over. They're punting right now. Chargers getting the ball back. We're going to score. We're going to score, and for the first time of the night, I'm going to be able to play this animation. It's going to happen. Mark my words. Get ready. All 800 viewers in here right now are going to witness the Chargers drive down, score their first points of the game in the final 30 seconds. They didn't even call timeout, dude. They're not going to even try. Holy crap. What a punt. That's how you finish the game right there, Seattle. What a punt. That's Dixon. That's my number one punter in the league. I ranked it. This is why. Vandy, what the hell are you doing, man? Well, I hit the line. Come on, I hit the line. Well, I don't even care. They better throw this damn thing. That was a great punt. That was classic Dixon right there. I don't even know why I'm even still here. They're coming out just running the ball. Why'd you play defense just to run the clock out? Throw this damn thing up. I don't care. Do it. Hand off to Bradwell. Chargers aren't calling timeout. That's the game. 27-0 final. Seahawks win it. I thank everyone for tuning into this live stream. I can't do a post-game show. There's nothing to talk about. Our backup quarterbacks suck. Backup offensive line was just awful again. Roundtree looked good. Tyron Johnson looked good. Caught a few passes. Michael Bandy, he did okay. Defensively, Nick Neiman was okay. Lots of flags. Lots of mistakes. Just lots of bad play. But the game's over. That's it. And all my animations I wanted to play, didn't get to play any of them except for the Arnold Schwarzenegger one over and over again. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe, turn on notifications. Tomorrow, we do not have a live stream plan, but I'm sure we will come up with something for you guys. So just keep an eye out. If you have notifications on, you will be notified when we go live. Monday, mock draft Monday. Welcome to the Warzone Roundtables. Probably happening in the evening. So there's two things right there. Tuesday, Mike's film room with me. I'm going to break down an NFL player's film. If you want to go and leave some hate comments on that, that seems to be a popular thing to do. People don't even watch the videos. Let's go, Hawks. Congratulations, Toxic Skelly. Y'all just killed us. But yeah, it was a boring game. It was a tough one. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. It was such a fun stream. I had such a good time that I just wish I could relive it again. Too bad I'm not a time traveler to relive it again. I don't got anything to say. I'm drained. I'm trying to come up with a good joke. I might as well just cut myself off. Should I cut myself off of my own stream by my...
San Diego Chargers are fortunate to have Lance Allworth.
Don Coryell.